I think they're a middle-of-the-road AFC roster, and I think they make the playoffs maybe as a wild card, and they win some games, they steal some games. They've done that, and their roster says that they'll probably be around 500 or above 500.
Listen, I'm just going to say no. They're not a playoff team. And first and foremost, I love the Mike McCarthy hire. I think that's an excellent hire. If Aaron and him are able to rekindle some of that magic they had in Green Bay, I think the offense is going to look a lot better. I love the Pittman acquisition, getting him opposite of DK Metcalf. But the reason why I say no so definitively, it's because 2 words. It's Baltimore and it's Cincinnati, right? So
all right, y'all, what's happening? I don't know if I'm even in the right stream right now. YouTube scheduling multiple things. And this is what I was saying the other day, man. That's why some of my stuff goes out, and it's absolutely banned at times, like shadow banned, and it's because multiple links are going out, and I don't know why. So if you were in the other one, I apologize. It's more than likely canceled now, and we're just going to have to roll with this one. Matter of fact, hold on. Anyway, what's happening, Sunburst? I doubt we're going to get a lot of people in. We might. Who knows? I think this is the first game that they've had at Highmark. I don't even know. But I thought it'd be interesting to kind of watch another game. We got a few minutes. I got to get my shit together because I've been scrambling, trying to figure out why there's multiple lives being scheduled. Let me get the other channels going. I guess before I do, let me make sure nothing else is screwed up. I see. Somehow it's scheduled for me. Man, I don't even know what's what anymore. Hopefully I didn't just delete it. If I did, I got the other channel that's about to go right now, too. No, it's still rolling. All right, let me get the other ones going. We are almost in week 1 form, man. I got a couple weeks left before the season starts. We'll be ready. We will be ready. If I build it, they will come. Maybe on the other channel. You know, the NFL channel that I'm just now starting. And I've got a couple other channels that I'm starting that I'm hoping will turn into something decent throughout the year. We'll see. It's the no face channels that I love the most, man. All the faceless channels that I do. Those things crank. Like, it's ungodly. One's pushing 80,000 subscribers right now, and it's only been up for 2 months. It's crazy. You just got to hit the right niche, man. The right stuff. The sports is so niche, especially just doing one team. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would have done something totally different.
In this league that kids and people that want to play quarterback want to do.
There we go.
You just can't turn the ball over and play Superman ball, right? You're in Denver. That game is won.
Yeah.
That game is won in Denver if you don't turn the ball over before half.
Totally agree.
If you don't overthrow and throw a pick late in that game, right? Like those plays, those are the plays that you can't have. And if you look at all his playoff success, even the game against the Chiefs that where the Chiefs scored in 13 seconds, whatever it might have been, he played a lights out game. But there were a couple throws in that game that I mean, this play right here, that
Look, he had a hand in 4 of the 5 turnovers in that loss.
100%. If you don't turn the football over in Denver, you're winning the game. The other years, you bumped into a guy by the name of Burrows and Mahomes. But right now, you're playing at their level, so just protect the football.
You said you can barely hear me. Let me check my audio levels.
Right. So what changes? What have we changed? Right?
It's on Josh to make the change.
So this is my thing as an owner. Were you afraid of losing Joe Brady to someone else, so we wanted to make that move? Because let's remember, McDermott changed.
Oh yeah, I see why. There we go.
Organization. It was kind of.
Now you can hear me.
It was in flux.
Yeah, and he brought it back. And
Man, that must have been like that all morning then. I don't know how that's possible.
Sometimes it doesn't. And really, it comes down to.
I'm telling you, every time Eric gets in after being gone for a little bit, everything goes haywire.
Josh Allen, after that game and the loss to Denver, he felt like he left.
Well, he
left. Just kind of let.
Anyway,
the
if you guys are
organization
just
down,
now
so you have
joining
to
at
wonder,
some of the
okay,
other
McDermott was
channels,
fired.
we're
He's
just
gonna
doing an
make some
impromptu
changes. He doesn't want
live
that to
stream
ever happen
tonight.
again. You know the relationship.
Whether we get people or not,
So he doesn't want to let Joe Brady
hanging out watching another team, man. We're going to see what this team has for other
Now, they
players.
make a ton of
that
changes. The Buffalo
could
Bills,
interest
and
the
once again,
Lions.
you got kickoff coming your way in about 2 minutes.
Lions are now down Isaiah Pacheco. Peyton Turner, as
One
expected,
of the moves they did
is going to the
opened some eyes around the league, right?
IR.
Traded for
So, I
DJ
mean, they're not even going to do it. Well, let me take that back.
We needed a number 1 receiver.
The info that I have says that they can still do the injury settlement. Whether or not it gets
You
done
believe that?
over the next 48 hours or 72 hours, whatever it is unlikely, but it doesn't mean that it can't get done. Pacheco, with this back injury,
Say this and explain to you.
man, I don't know how you hurt your back while you're rehabbing your leg.
He's a guy that can win on
How
one-on-one
does that
backside.
happen?
We've seen DJ Moore do that. He also could stretch the
I don't get it.
If you watch the preseason game against the Carolina Panthers, they had
I gotta
him on
get
a
the
drag
scoreboard
route.
up. Hold
Easy
on.
throw for Josh
Gotta get all the
Allen. He's a
coding
guy
done.
that can take easy throws the distance. And that's what a number 1 receivers can do. That's what I believe. That it might have shocked some
Oh,
people.
that's right. We got these idiots. I'll turn subscriber mode only on here in just a few
I
moments.
totally agree with you. And as a former quarterback, here's what I know: life in
Actually,
the
it should be
pocket,
on
they
subscriber
choose
mode
number
already.
1 alpha receiver outside. It's just better. I think back to playing with guys like Demaryius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. You break the huddle, and you know those guys are going to be open. They know, like you said, they can take a little 5-yard in cut and maybe take it the distance, a tunnel screen. They can blow the lid off the top. So I just think life's better with a true number 1. I love the move in the offseason, and I can't wait to see it this year.
It's interesting. The Bills are one of a handful of teams around here where if they don't win the Super Bowl, the season is a failure. It's really interesting stuff, and
That's
it's
good.
really
I
good
love
news
that.
for
That's how it goes.
Buffalo. Hey, we're taking you up to kickoff. Steelers and Bills right here on NFL Network. But for fans in Pittsburgh and Buffalo, you'll need to check your local listings for live coverage in your markets. For the rest of you, Steelers-Bills starts right now.
There we go. I'll get some things worked out here in just a sec.
We got preseason football coming your way live here on NFL Network and the ESPN app. Just minutes away from the Steelers and the Bills, the second ever game played at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo. I know you want to hear me, Will Howard. Are you perhaps the Aaron apparent in Pittsburgh? 6th-round pick a year ago. He's all smiles right now. Could be Drew Aller, who, of course, was a 3rd-round pick this year out of Penn State. And with that, we welcome you to Game Day Kickoff. Got a pair of Super Bowl champions with me, Brock Osweiler, MJD. I am Chris Rose.
Guy.
All right, guys. So Aaron Rodgers, we know what we can do. He's 42.
Trace
years
made
old.
it,
We'll
huh?
see you week 1. The young guys, what's the deal here tonight for you, Brock?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, so Tracy, somehow there was 2 scheduled streams on the same channel.
Number 3 quarterback.
And I think that Restream did it, which, like I was telling you all the other day, has been one of my problems. I don't even know if anybody got announcements. I'll turn this audio back on once the game's on. Actually, I'll turn it on now because I got to finish the scoreboard.
Really poor decisions. You would hope that a guy with as much experience as him wouldn't do that. But the rest looks pretty good. Where Aller, there's some questions recognizing coverage, things like that. I need to see how they play tonight. I think it's a true battle for 3.
Yeah, I love that it's a competition. I hope they keep both of them, to be honest with you, because, again, you get a chance for them to compete again next year and keep it going and learn a lot from this season, right? Yeah. And, again, the quarterback position, everyone thinks we're in this microwave society where we want things right now.
Mm-hmm.
But let's remember back in the day, people used to have to
talking about marshmallows. Remember that?
Wait. And
he said the microwave. I'm gonna have to steal that one.
As possible. It's better when you're in the system the second time around than the first time.
So are you keeping Rudolph? Because you want to keep them both. Are we keeping 4?
I mean, if I'm running the thing, I'm going to go run with the young guys. I'm going to run with the young guys.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to see, because, again, I want to see those guys compete throughout practice.
You mentioned about maybe keeping 4. How hard is that on quarterbacks, particularly 2 guys who are so young and aren't going to get any reps?
Well, first of all, I don't know how you do it, but I'm on your stance. I want them to have time to mature and grow in the system. I think McCarthy's an excellent quarterback coach. I just don't know how you do it numbers-wise, 4 quarterbacks on your active roster.
All right, so we do get to see the young guys tonight. We will not see Aaron Rodgers. We'll tuck him away, let him rest, maybe get a nap, whatever he wants to do. Josh Allen, he will be there. He's going to have a headset on as well as the OC. Let's take out to Buffalo, where Andrew Catalan and Bills Hall of Famer Steve Tasker are on.
All right, there goes the kickoff.
Buffalo, it's McCole Hardman fighting to make this 53-man roster, and Hardman across the 25 and down at the 26. So
man, why does the
Shane Bouchel,
quality look so
now in his
bad?
4th summer with the Bills. He was on their practice squad last year. But in late December, he signed to the Chiefs
Shane
roster,
Bouchel
made his NFL debut in Week 18 against Las Vegas, and then came back here to Buffalo. A lot of familiarity between Bouchel, Joe Brady, and Josh Allen.
Yeah, as this offense breaks the huddle, there's a lot of guys out there who really do feel like this is their Super Bowl right now. They got to play well, and they're going to give it everything they've got.
On first down, Frank Gore Jr. trying the right side and tripped up in the backfield by the veteran Landon Roberts. Let's take a look at our players to watch. Brought to you by Colada Health.
See if we can't find some players maybe we'd be interested in, yeah? Or maybe the Lions would be interested in.
Skylar Bell and Trent Sherfield, Steve, is also on that roster bubble right now.
Yeah, Sherfield is in a deep wide receiver room. They've got a lot of quality players, but Sherfield has really shown up a big time, and so is Jamori Macklin. All these guys are going to get a chance to play a lot of snaps tonight.
Second down and 9. Quick pass. There's Hardman again, and Hardman is hit hard at the 28-yard line by Robert Spears.
Damn, is that
Jennings.
McCole Hardman?
Brings up third down.
This offense.
He's on the third team.
And so did Kyle Allen last week. Both quarterbacks played really well, but Bouchel's going to take every single snap tonight, get him a chance to get into a real rhythm, get into a play call.
Can you guys hear the audio okay?
And it'll be interesting to see if Josh Allen does get a chance to call plays. Is he going to give Shane Bouchel some plays that Shane likes, or is he going to give him plays that Josh likes? That's an interesting question.
Third down and 7. Bouchel in the shotgun. Pressure coming off the edge.
Yeah,
by
one of their
Sawyer.
O-linemen.
Bouchel lets it rip.
Nice pass by Bouchel, man.
Completion to Sherfield.
Wow. That's some weak-ass
That's
defense
his
right there.
team-leading 7th catch of the preseason, a gain of 11.
Tough catch by Sherfield. Bouchel gets it out there. He looked like he threw this a little bit off his back foot. Saw some guys getting into his face right here. Didn't really, and the ball wobbles a little bit, but Sherfield pulls it in. Really crisp route. And that's how you convert a third down. That's a nice way to start the drive and to keep it going.
This quarterback already looks better than Altmaier.
Sherfield now in his 9th year out of Vanderbilt. High snap. Bouchel looking left, has a wide open Macklin, and he runs out.
Another fantastic pass. That's a tough pass.
Had the 71-yard touchdown a week ago against the Browns. This one goes for 13.
One of the things I've noticed about this preseason with Joe Brady calling the plays, they are not just running vanilla offenses. They're running some pretty a little higher level, not sophisticated, but a little higher level than you usually see in the preseason. It's not just ins and outs. It's some flooded zones. It's some other things that you're seeing from Joe Brady. And it does give his quarterbacks and some of these young players a chance to show what they really can do.
Play action, Bouchel rolling right. Chaston will throw
Good
it
decision
away.
there by Bouchel, man. He actually looks pretty
Applying
decent
the
so
pressure
far.
was
It's early.
Robert Spears Jennings, the rookie safety out of Oklahoma.
Yeah, this play was well defended. Bouchel does the right thing here and throws it away, and he does it early enough as well. He did take a hit, but you get so used to guys in this uniform, number 17 out here. He stiff arms this DB. He keeps pulling out to round the corner, and he still extends the play. Bouchel doesn't have that option. He's not able to outrun people like Josh can. He's got to throw that away, and it was the right move.
Frank Gore Jr., the running back, and another play-action fake. Bouchel looking deep down the field for Bell. It's incomplete.
That's a pass he's gonna want back, man.
Separation, but they could not connect.
Yeah, that's on Bouchel. This one is Bell is in the exact right
that was
place.
a wide open
Across.
opportunity.
You'll see him come right underneath the crossing route of Gosnell, and Bouchel just misses him. That's a tough miss right there.
Bell, the 4th-round rookie out of UConn. He began at Wisconsin, injured his groin at practice earlier in August, and said when he returned to practice this past Monday, he felt like a kid in a candy store, and Joe Brady wants to get Skylar Bell some reps tonight. They miss an opportunity there. Play clock down to 2 on 3rd and 10. Bouchel throwing left.
Oh, what a beautiful pass.
And still on his feet is
I mean, the anticipation of where you put that ball. Somebody go get this guy.
Washington. And the Bills move the chains again.
The Steelers are going to bring pressure. You'll see right up here. They're bringing everybody up. Frank Gore steps up in there. He gets bull rushed a little bit, but he gets just enough of the guy. Quarterback knows that the ball has to come out
that
fast.
is just that's an amazing pass for this guy.
That's all Gore has to do is get a piece of that linebacker in the hole. Bouchel makes the throw, perfectly executed on every aspect.
A 13-yard pickup on 1st down. Bills go back to the ground with Frank Gore Jr. It was Ben Van Sumeren, the fullback, who was trying to lead the way. That's an interesting one, Steve. The Bills did cut Jackson Aker, the 2nd fullback on the roster. So you think, okay, Ben Van Sumeren will be the guy. But that's if there's a guy. The fullback is certainly a position across the NFL where each team will go about it differently.
It's not a given. And don't forget, the Bills did let
Reggie Gilliam
walk this offseason, so I don't know how committed they are to the position.
Bouchel back to the air, fires a strike.
Another great pass.
Bell. And Bell still going inside the 15. That's what Bills fans want to see. Skylar Bell for 16 yards.
And the only thing you got to worry about right now, Andrew, you get a young guy, he's been watching, he hasn't been able to practice. His adrenaline is absolutely skyrocketing right now. He probably can't find enough oxygen to breathe. That's the way it happens in this. And you don't want him to go out there and pop something else, right? He's been waiting for this chance. I like the fact that they're giving him a chance to get the ball in his hands early, get him acclimated, and so he can calm down as the game wears on.
It's a pitch to Gore, trying the left side.
Man, nothing doing there.
Steelers to push back. Landon Roberts again, along with Gabriel Rubio making the tackle.
Yeah, Steelers held the line of scrimmage and strung this play out. Gore had no place to run. Just get what you can get. That was actually a loss of a half a yard on that. That was well defended. The Steelers doing a nice job up front at the line of scrimmage. They're doing a nice job against the run game here in the early going. Their pass rush has not been able to find Bouchel as yet.
Ian Wheeler now into the game at running back. Bouchel gets it out quickly, juggled and dropped by McCole Hardman. And he's going to want that one back as he tries to make this roster.
Yeah, he was going to catch and pivot and started to catch and pivot before he caught it. He was going to turn back inside, it looked like, and just couldn't bring the thing in. He was thinking about 3 different things.
3rd down and 11.
See if this Bouchel can get him out of this. Man, they're already in scoring range.
For Bouchel, trying to keep it going here.
Little pressure.
In the end zone, looking for
fade,
Bell, and it's incomplete.
Terrible
Good coverage on the play by Brandon Eccles, the former Jet. And on 4th down, Tyler Bass will come out to attempt a field goal.
That was a good drive by this young guy, man. He looks pretty good.
Remains, as Joe Brady and Brandon Beane told us, an open competition between Doman, the rookie out of Florida, and Mitch Wishnowsky, the veteran who punted for the Bills a year ago. And right now, Doman will hold.
I was watching Tyler Bass in the pre-games. He kicked a 60-yarder pre-game. We'll see if he can do this from 33.
Doman gets it down. Bass knocks it through. And Tyler Bass now 5 out of 6 kicking field goals this preseason. Bills on the board first. It's 3-0.
Back to school is back.
All right. I'm almost done getting this stuff going, man. Almost. do you guys think of that Bouchel kid? Where is the down and distance? I think this is it. All right. And there we go. And now we just need the Steelers. If we get any Bills or Steelers in here, let us know. I'm sure it's early. I don't even think we got anybody in the stream, honestly. It's all right. I'm hanging out watching this game no matter what. All right, down and distance. I think we got that. Now we just need...
Highmark Stadium focus, and for that, we say hello to Maddie Glab.
Thanks, Andrew. Highmark Stadium is setting a new standard in the NFL with its player facilities.
Yeah, it's called No Vision from your seats.
It's an open concept, so players feel connected. The locker stalls connect in the ceiling. It represents unity. Very sleek design. When players saw it for the first time, wide receiver Khalil Shakir said,
Man,
this is
sick.
unreal. This place is so nice. I'm even smiling at the floors. Quarterback Josh Allen hit us with a very nice. The locker room opens up into a training room that has hot and cold tubs, sauna, steam room. That's right next to a 30-yard indoor turf field for players to warm up on. General manager Brandon Beans says, so far players are loving it. I think they're going to use it a ton in season.
Maddie, thank you. That was our Highmark Stadium focus, brought to you by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, the official health plan of the Buffalo Bills. And that was an interesting kickoff right there because Tommy Doman, the punter, did it. That is not something we've seen in the preseason. It's been Tyler Bass. Doman did do it in college, but a new wrinkle that he might be able to bring to the table, Steve.
Well, it's the more you can do, right? And if Doman can finish a game in that respect, that's a big plus for him and his bid to be on the roster.
After a 13-play drive for Buffalo, their defense takes the field with Will Howard starting at quarterback, and he is sacked.
Wow.
Keontae Jenkins flying through.
Yeah,
Apparently, I didn't make an area for the quarter.
Just had to hang on to it. Howard just
try
didn't
to
want to
squeeze
let
it under the
and then
clock.
It all ran out on him. Keontae Jenkins getting there, and then, of course, over the top comes Elarm Zor as well. And the punter loving it. That's my kickoff right there. All right.
A loss of 9 on first down. Howard, and he's got the completion, and Caleb Elarm Zor is right there for Buffalo. Pass was caught by Riley Nowakowski as we take a look at our players to watch, brought to you by Colada Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, these two guys, Max Hairston and Michael Hoyt, both getting some reps tonight. Hoyt, obviously a guy who is looked at to be a huge contributor this year, as is Maxwell Hairston. But both those guys, Max coming off a little bit of an injury of late, Hoyt coming off a ruptured Achilles, wants to play in this game, and they'll probably have to let him play for a little bit, but they'll sit on him later
I think
on.
I'm all done screwing around. I think we're all right now.
Run it on third down.
Damn, that's a hell of a run. You almost got a first down on that. On 3rd and 12.
First.
All right, now we're in it to win it. How y'all doing, man? Sorry about the delay there.
Central Michigan, and out comes the punt team for Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh.
3rd and long is something the Bills
I ever tell you guys I hate the Steelers. I can't stand the Steelers.
They were vulnerable on 3rd and long last
That was
year.
my
The
dad's team
defense
growing
could
up.
not get off
No.
the field consistently.
Grandfather was from
And that's been
Pittsburgh.
something that guy there,
I think my dad
Jimmy
grew up
Leonard,
in
the new
Pittsburgh.
defensive coordinator, he is really working hard at
Till
getting
he was,
his
I don't know.
mind around and
Till
getting
I
his
was born,
troops
really.
to rally to the ball. On that, a running play, you should stop it.
Joe Brady wanted to see Ray Davis return punts at night. He's done it during the day, and that's why he had him back there.
And that is why.
Didn't he touch
That's
it?
not a live ball. That's a dead ball. So Ray Davis, that's a muff, not a fumble. Steelers cannot advance it, but it
What?
is a turnover.
Since when? Did I miss the new rule? Which, by the way, we're going to talk about a new rule that I absolutely am not in favor of. Since when can you not advance the muff punt? Is it dead ball have I always forgotten that rule? Is it a dead ball if the offense touches it and they don't catch it? How did I miss that rule? Why do I got 6 phone calls from Washington, D.C.? Oh, hold on. Damn, that was a quick touchdown. Nice. Okay, so I guess maybe I just didn't understand that rule. So it was Steelers ball. It was Steelers ball, but you can't advance it. I don't know that I like that rule. And I don't know. When did that rule happen? I mean, let's find out. Like, what's the point of this rule? I don't understand. Wow, this is not a new rule. Okay. So I just didn't understand the nuance. A muff, you can't advance, but a fumble you can. A muff you can't. I guess I just don't see a whole lot of muff punts. We've seen, just haven't seen a whole lot of muff punts, I guess. Let's talk about this new rule real quick that the NFL decided to think that this was going to be a great idea. Like this really burns me, man. Like this rule is absolutely bullshit. So, under the new joint policy by the NFL and the NFLPA, any player that accumulates 3 health and safety violations in a single season within 5 specific dangerous categories will receive an automatic 1-game suspension. And those 5 targeted safety categories are hip drop tackles, horse collar tackles, launching, hits on defenseless players, and blindside blocks. So everybody gets a clean slate starting this year. They have 0 recorded violations. And so that's the other thing. These accumulate. They accumulate. They carry over from year to year.
There's a good return there. And we'll see if the Bills
That's the thing that burns me up.
A nice drive to open the game, and then that unfortunate
like Brian Branch,
2 plays in a row, a muffed punt.
He wouldn't have been ejected out of that game.
The 10 or inside the 15.
He would have just got a check mark, and if you get 2 more, then you get an automatic suspension. Or maybe not. Did they not change the rules and say that you're not? It's not an automatic ejection now for targeting or launching. There's no targeting in the NFL, you know? Even though I guess there is now. They're calling it launching. But here's my problem with this. And so I don't know all of the nuances to how this is going to be governed because I haven't read all of it yet. But I'm just going to say this. Are we now trusting a ref, or are they going to review all of this? They have to review it, right? So can these things be levied after the game? You know, where players would get fined after a game for something that happened?
7:03 to go in the first.
My response on Twitter was
first down, hands it to Frank Gore Jr. He's got
damn, Frank Gore Jr. Look at the wheels. My response on Twitter was like this, man. A ref can't even tell us what a catch is anymore. How are you going to be able to accurately tell me that was a hip drop tackle? So I feel like this has to get reviewed. Has to. And if it's not, then this is just another way for the NFL to put themselves in the game and control the game. Think about it. What if a player has two of these infractions and it's going into the playoffs? And now in week 18, you end up picking up a third, and now you're suspended for the playoffs. I don't like this rule. I think it's stupid.
At center and guard. Cushenberry has filled in all summer for the injured Connor McGovern. As that pass is held onto by Gore Jr., but Cole Holcomb was all over him.
Yeah, they sniffed that play out before the snap. Holcomb was all over Gore. It's a good thing Gore might have been better off just batting it to the ground. You see him. Holcomb just runs straight.
Edge, what are you talking about? Obviously, did I see what? You mentioned what earlier?
Great job by Holcomb there. Read that play and reacted.
Second down and 25. Bouchel again in the shotgun. And that's Skylar Bell who goes in motion. Bouchel gets rid of it. Another tough catch made by Gore Jr. And he's thrown down right away on the play by Carson Bruner.
Hold on, Edge. Hold on. You heard a rumor today that the Jets are looking at McCarthy for next year, and somehow they are going to pair him with Lamar?
Nobody's running free on him, but the pocket is getting in around his legs.
Hell no. There's zero truth to that. Zero.
Get away from the branches.
I can only imagine where it came from. There is zero truth to that. So you're saying the Jets are going to go pick up Lamar Jackson and J.J. McCarthy? Is that what you're saying?
Down he goes.
Uh-oh.
Sent to the turf by a Buffalo native, Kevin
Bouchel was holding his arm.
Maryvale High School in Cheektowaga and played his collegiate football at Syracuse.
Yeah. Just stays after working on Chase Lunt.
Oh, dude, you got to hit that hole, man. He had all day. He had 30 yards of turf between him and the next defender. He just needed to go.
Just can't hold him off. Bouchel had it in his mind. He was going to break out, break, contain, and try and run.
Oh, man, yeah, his arm got bent all the way behind him. That's rough.
And this is Mitch Wisnowski punting for the Bills. Takes a Buffalo hop, fielded by Weegan at the 35. Gets away from Gosnell.
Oh, wow.
Weegan is then stopped at the 33-yard line.
And what's going on with Jacobs? 2 counts of what?
0 yards on the return, maybe a loss of a yard. Great coverage.
No, you meant Tomlinson, not McCarthy. Now I'm all sorts of confused, bro. What are we talking about? Tomlinson, the coach, the former coach? We're talking about LaDainian Tomlinson? What are we talking about? You got me all sorts of confused. Who's Tomlinson? Mike Tomlinson, the coach? Former coach? To pair up with... Hold on. Lamar Jackson? Where? Tomlinson doesn't coach anymore. You're talking about Pitts and McCarthy. Well, Mike Tomlinson's like retired, man. He's on a sports desk. Laken Tomlinson. No. The Jets? No, bro. Aaron Glenn ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You guys got me all confused. You just putting one word in there. Someone spit out the whole thing. What is going on? They said the Jets were looking into Mike Tomlinson for next year. Okay, I thought you were talking about J.J. McCarthy and Lamar Jackson. And so now it is the Jets firing Aaron Glenn and bringing in Mike Tomlinson. I have not heard that. I haven't heard any of that.
For a legal formation on the punt, so the Bills had to punt again, and Mitch Wishnowsky did not hit a good one at all. In fact, it goes out of bounds.
Oh my God, that was a disgusting punt.
The chain guy right in the head. A 19-yard punt for number 19. And when you're trying to win the job, that is not going to help.
Wow. Bro, so I could have kicked the punt 19 yards.
Great field position.
I might have tore my hamstring in the process, but I could have done it.
For the veteran. Here's Nichols on the carry, and he sneaks through down to the 20-yard line.
I got you now. Okay.
Right there by Keontae Jenkins, right at the point of attack. Running back just spun right out of it. And
well, my answer is still no. I have not heard that. And that sounds like a pretty far reach for next year when this season hasn't even begun. You know, there might be some rumors out there or whatever, but I don't know, man. I don't see it.
Steve, do you have any concerns from a Bills perspective about the injuries in the secondary in terms of Cole Bishop and C.J. Gardner?
You know, here's the thing about Mike Tomlinson, and I mean, this is just the facts. It's just reality. Like, he's done. Like, he's done coaching. Doesn't mean that he won't ever go back someday, but he's working with NBC now, and it would require a Kings and a Queen's ransom to get him to go back to coaching. He might even want some sort of a... Oh, we're doing the virtual measurements. I haven't seen this yet this year.
Really communicative without taking the rep. So it will come when they get on the field, no question about it.
He'd probably want some ownership stake at this point in his career. You know, I don't see it. I don't see it.
In the second quarter, Buffalo general manager Brandon Beane will join us here.
Let's see if I can find some BS out there talking about this.
Get down to 53 by Sunday at 6 p.m. Howard flings it out to Nichols down the sideline. Now,
damn, nice pass.
First down pickup for the running back Lou Nichols. Gain of 13 on the play.
Yeah, nice play by the Steelers. Bills struggling to rally to the football, getting to the edge.
You know what I don't understand? Like, I just found this article by looks like, is that SB Nation?
Getting some reps inside.
Yeah, SB Nation. And what I don't understand is, how is Aaron Glenn on the hot seat after 1 year? Like, tell me how any of that makes sense. If any NFL team is worth their weight, which the Jets aren't, you are going to give a coach 3 years minimum. Look what happened in Detroit in year 3. You can Dan in year 2. Guess what happens? We start all over again. You can Brad Holmes in year 2. Guess what? We start all over again. We don't have Gibbs. We don't have Laporta. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can forget about it. If you don't give a coach at least 3 years, they'll never be able to build. They'll never be able to have continuity, and the team will never grow. And we have now seen it come full circle in Detroit, where we finally have a head coach and a GM that are together for more than 3 seasons, for the first time in 3 decades. And they're winning football games, man. And they have one of the best teams in the league. And that's because you got a really smart GM and you gave them time to build it their way. You didn't say, hey, I'm paying you $10 million a year. I expect some playoffs by year 2. No, you say build the team, do it right. It takes 4 seasons, 4 drafts just to build the team. Just to at least from the ground up. Aaron Glenn didn't get that opportunity. They didn't give him a ground up opportunity. He's been making some moves, but he hasn't had a full opportunity to rebuild that team. He's kind of doing a half-assed job because that's what he's given. I mean, quite honestly, I think he's doing a great job. I mean, the fact that they had
personal foul, unnecessary roughness, Buffalo number 90. That's a 15-yard penalty that will be assessed on the kickoff. Timeout. The fact that
the Lions had, adequate time to build their team, and that the Jets had, no time. I think it benefited them by winning 3 games last year. You got an early pick. Look what you just did to your squad. Their squad is insane right now on offense and defense. But anyway, giving him plenty of time, I think that Glenn is going to do just fine. I just don't understand why people are writing about this stuff now, but it said that it says, quote, Woody is starting to ask a lot of questions. That La Canfora reported this, that he's doing his homework on Tomlin. This one has legs. Mike is in New York at Rockefeller Center for NBC. Woody is back in charge at the facility, and he knows how steep the competition will be. You are going to hear a lot about the Jets. Yeah, I don't think so. So, a potential Tomlin hire, this is still quoted, could immediately trigger secondary moves across the league with conversations pointing toward a pursuit of 2-time MVP quarterback Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson sucks. Jackson enters a high-stakes stretch with his long-term future in Baltimore unresolved amidst the ongoing contract negotiations. Look, I think Jackson's going to be done after this year. He's represented himself, right? Jackson's current deal carries an $84.5 million cap hit in 2027. Yeah, that ain't happening. I mean, think about that. Alongside a standard no trade and no tag clause. You can't trade the guy, and he can't tag the guy. So what are you going to do? You're going to have him say it's okay so that he can go sign a new deal somewhere else? Maybe he'll let you do that. But right now, you can't even trade Lamar. And that's the funny thing about everybody saying that Lamar was being traded. Lions are coming after Lamar. You couldn't trade him. You couldn't. Only if Lamar wanted it. This is just a bunch of BS. I mean, you write this in 2026, a year away from anything possibly happening, or 9 months away from anything possibly happening. I don't see it. I don't see it. I'm not saying that Mike Tomlin won't. It was Tomlin, not Tomlinson. Would never coach again. I just don't see it. I think Aaron Glenn's going to have a decent year this year. And if Woody, which we know Woody is a loose cannon,
missing a game twice.
if he finally gets it right, he's going to give him at least 3 years to build that team.
Bill's still evaluating that swing tackle position. That's something that is still to be decided on this roster as Wheeler takes the handoff and a hard run there.
Man, the Steelers look good. They jumped out to this early lead, man. That tells you their depth. That's why, like for the Bills right now, week 2, I'm not as concerned. I'm really not.
And there's Bruno.
I still think that is a loss that could happen, but their depth is not showing to be that great.
Yeah, he's playing center. He's played tackle. He's played guard. And they said, how about center? And he's out there right now as Cedric Van Granger has suffered an injury this week as well.
No lead blocker out there, and he still got the first down.
And it looks like he's got a Buffalo first down.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, that hesitation move out there really served him well. Gave him a chance to get to the edge in the corner. Watch as he catches this, and then right there, cutting right back up inside behind Van Sumer, and nice run by Wheeler.
Did not join the Bills until after the UFL season ended. So he did not have the spring off-season workouts. Joe Brady said he met him the day before training camp. And Joe Brady told us, as Wheeler gets another carry, that he's really been impressed by this running back from Howard.
Well, they're going to get tested tonight because they've got a patchwork offensive line. You got Bruno Fino, who's a tackle playing center. You've got Chase Lunt, who's a tackle playing guard. It is a makeshift group up there, and they're trying to do their best. And the defensive line of the Steelers is having their way right now. So Ian Wheeler, as much as you want to break a long run, he's got his work cut out for him tonight.
Pressure coming, and Buechele is dropped.
There's more of that. They just absolutely brought the house, and there's nothing the offensive line could do about it. Just got caught. Nick Broker playing right tackle, right at the bottom of your screen. 2 guys coming off the edge, and they just can't get out there in time to stop them off the edge.
Julius Welshoff wrapped him up, his second sack of the preseason, and that's going to be the final play of the first quarter here at Highmark Stadium. Pittsburgh 14, Buffalo 3.
Oh, what's up, Trace? I think we're good on the bots, man. I put it on super subscribe mode. Say whenever Will leaves, he posts it. What? He posts it always reminds me of the Truman Show. Don't know why. What does? What reminds you of the Truman Show? I'm not following you, Edge. Leaves. Oh. I need my headrest back. All right, so what the hell's going on with Pacheco, man? I'm almost beginning to wonder if this is a if this is just another lever that the Lions are trying to pull. You know, I still don't understand how you can have a back injury, rehabbing a knee. I don't get it.
Some rivers wander. This one leaps. Power never asks permission. Neither do the people who built their lives beside it.
I'll be right back. I'll be right here, but I'll be right back.
Start of the second quarter here at Highmark Stadium, and so pleased to be joining the booth now. Our annual summer tradition as Brandon Bean, the general manager, joins us. Brandon, thank you so much for coming up. And 14-3 Pittsburgh. Let's talk about some of the jobs that we talked with you about yesterday. The punter battle. And the one thing that we did notice in that first quarter was Tommy Doman kicking off.
Yep.
Give us an idea about that wrinkle that we just saw.
Yeah, I mean, we want to give him a chance. Obviously, his first job is to win the punting job. Him and Mitch are battling that. It's been a great battle. Obviously, Mitch wants that punt back. Not his best. But, yeah, it happens sometimes where kicker gets hurt in a game. So if something happens to T-Bass, it's always a plus when your punter can go in there and fill in as a kicker.
Yeah, and obviously you wouldn't want him to have to hit a 60-yarder from, to win the game, but to finish a game or to kick off and just get you out is what you're really talking about, because you get another punter for the next week if he can't go again. But also the holding for the extra points. It's an old adage, but the more you can do, the better your chance of making the squad.
That's a big part of it, the holding and making sure there's chemistry between him and T-Bass. And that's one of the things we always take into consideration when we're looking at punters is, what kind of holder are they?
Well, that's a good punt right there by by Wisnowski, who was able to bounce back after the 19-yard punt he saw in the first quarter. So good hang time there, a 49-yard punt, and the Bills go back on defense. One thing that we mentioned on the air that Joe Brady confirmed yesterday was Alec Anderson winning the left guard battle with Austin Corbett. Joe said he loved the depth you have there now with Corbett and Cushenberry, but how'd you see that play out throughout the course of the summer?
I thought it's been a good battle. I mean, you want to get it settled in time. I didn't think it was a clear, one guy clearly ahead of the other, but Alex been here, did a great job. He and Dion and Connor have some continuity there. And Corbs he's a ready-made pro. He'll be ready as our sixth guy, and he can play multiple spots interior, either guard spot, or if we need him, he can go in there at center. So excited, as you said, Joe mentioned, to have the depth there.
There's your second-round pick, TJ Parker, getting a hand on that. How about TJ so far this summer?
Yeah, TJ's done a great job. He's just getting better and better, and he's learning. And one of the things that he's really done a great job is following Bradley Chubb. Wherever Chubb goes, he's right there. And it's been one of the great additions of Chubb as a player. He's obviously an excellent talent, but his leadership has been all unbelievable. You would think he's been here a number of years, just the way the guys have taken to him.
This has worked out well. Your second-round picks on back-to-back plays, making plays. That's Davison Igbinosun, the second-rounder out of Ohio State.
Yeah, he sees this and snaps and triggers right away.
I liked Iggy, man, in this draft. I really did.
The guy in the corner, Igbinosun, not so fast. He breaks down and does a really nice job getting a guy on the ground. It's a lot of
You're freaking flying here now.
To have to defend against with one guy.
IGB is tough. You will never question.
Dude, 6'2", 189.
Even if he's going against DJ Moore, as talented as DJ is, he's never going to back down. Obviously, a great form tackle in space, as you said, Steve.
Well, he's from New Jersey, Brandon. You know those Jersey guys are tough, Igbinosun. How about on the other side of the football, Kyle Allen? He's not going to play tonight, but he was 24 of 28 in the preseason. How about the job that Kyle did this summer?
Kyle,
Jacobs, what? Changed with 2 counts of domestic violence misdemeanors? What do you mean changed?
Of a backup quarterback that we've had some battles that put 2 good games together, back to back the way he did, and I thought he played really good. He started TJ again. Parker again. He started a little slow the first week of camp, but he was just back into this offense. Was in Detroit last season, and so I think just kind of getting the feel of what receiving group he was going to be working with, and there's a calmness about Kyle that I think almost sometimes you're like, dude,
I should have got that.
but that's what you want.
I thought that he was charged before. I thought he was battling this whole thing for a while. Did it just happen again?
What both defenses in Carolina and Cleveland gave him last week and the week before.
As we watch this defensive line working here in the run game, you see Michael Hoyt out there. It seemed to be such a spark last year when he got in. He was suspended, came in, really sparked, gave the front a real juice. And even tonight, playing with TJ Parker, you see him and Parker out there together working. Mike Hoyt wanted to play in this game badly, didn't he?
He did. He's a football player. I mean, he's a warrior. This is an Ivy.
Yeah, so like I suspected here, he was arrested in May, and we'll talk about some of this stuff tomorrow too. But he was arrested in May on that domestic incident, and it took him this long. Oh, pick. Said DeMar Hamlin.
Back-to-back games with a pick for DeMar and the fans here at Highmark Stadium.
How about the Lions getting DeMar? If this guy is on the outs of possibly getting cut, what about DeMar Hamlin?
He just shows up every time where the ball is.
I wouldn't mind seeing him.
Hang with us for one more segment, Brandon, as Hamlin
I mean, I don't like the potential with his heart and all that, but
interception for DeMar Hamlin.
He's been playing. What a crazy comeback story that is, man. And what a crazy night that was when that went down. Like, that was nuts. Yeah, so when he was arrested back in May, they charged him with, I don't know if they charged him with anything or if they were still looking into it or whatever. And now he's charged with misdemeanor battery and criminal damage to property. Man, that is pretty disturbing. That is really disturbing. You know what sucks though, man? Like, there's so many guys that get off on this stuff. Like, they get charged and then nothing happens. I mean, this is just gruesome, bro. They have surveillance video of his garage. And according to the incident, it shows that Jacobs threw his girlfriend to the ground. She hit her head, suffered an injury, and the report said Jacobs took her phone while she was on the ground. Must have just turned around and left her there because she struggled to get back into the house. Yeah, you can forget about him playing this year. That is just sickening, man. Sick and wrong.
53 by Sunday at 6 o'clock. And one thing we talked about yesterday with you was the importance of special teams and how closely you'll be with new special teams coordinator Jeff Rogers on some of these decisions.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're looking at their line of scrimmage play, but as you get,
I don't know the threshold that makes it a felony versus a misdemeanor.
The specialists themselves,
I don't know.
Sometimes you're choosing, this linebacker.
But if you're going to charge somebody, I think that they're going to try to charge them with the most that they can.
6 wide receiver. What is their fourth down value? So that will definitely weigh in. And today's game, we're still, some of these jobs are still open, and we're paying attention.
Your numbers are what they are. I mean, you got to fit all the positions into the 53, but you got 2 position groups, and if you lump all the defensive backs together, it's like 10 of those, and maybe 10 offensive linemen or something like that. Then everybody else, it's like, okay, you start to tinker with 1 or 2 spots, and those 1 or 2 spots sometimes make all the difference, right?
Man.
No, they do. You have your minimums at positions, but yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to be straight up with y'all. Like, I am a little bit worried about our offensive line, man. Well, I'm not a little bit worried. I'm a lot worried. I'm a lot worried. I think that Brad needs to do something. He needs to do something, man, because everyone's getting injured, and right now, look, it's still early. We know we're done with Cade Mays for a while. Seth McLaughlin's out today. Michael Neese has been out with a leg. We know Giovanni Manu's going to be out for a while. So, I mean, at least the starters are good, right? Mahogany's good. Tate Ratledge is good. Penei Sewell is good. Drew Scruggs is good. And Blake Miller is good. But, man, are we thin. Are we thin with all this little ticky-tack stuff? Full report today, Isaiah Pacheco not in. Seth McLaughlin not in. Neese, of course, not in. Derek Moore goes back down. Don't know why. Jimmy Rolder's still out with his leg, as expected. And then Trevor Nowaski popped up with a leg. Thomas Harper yesterday with an ankle. Christian Izzian now undisclosed. And then Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch. So when you look at this, the entirety of our injury report, what hurts the most is Cade Mays, Isaiah Pacheco, Christian Izzian, Thomas Harper. I don't even really need to say, well, not even Thomas Harper. Well, I do need to say Thomas Harper. And not really Trevor Nowaski outside of depth and special teams. And not counting Branch or Joseph, that's only 4 players, y'all. Like that. At the end of the day, we're not as unhealthy as some may think that we are. That was a nice run by Gore.
As a head coach tells you all you need to know about the success that he brought, and he learned under we're playing the Steelers. He learned under Chuck Noll. Still quotes Chuck Noll.
Nice.
I think he's been a great.
I missed that first miss.
Joe brings him in his coordinator meetings.
Nice little stutter
step. Constantly bouncing things off of John, and John's not overbearing.
Oh, he's down.
He's here. Joe, I'm going to offer.
That's
you
not a
ideas.
touchdown. He's
Whatever
down.
You do with him is what you do with him. And I think it's been great.
Let's see how we do in the red zone here with Shane Buechele.
Well, they're going to give it to him? He was down.
Got to get it back to Gore Jr. after that play. Get him the touchdown. Frank Gore Jr.
How did they give him that TD?
Not yet. This summer about Joe making the transition from offensive coordinator to head coach. We told the story.
Receiver, what is their fourth down value? So
coming in, who's been a head coach for multiple organizations, has a ton of experience. Both
he learned under Chuck Noll. Still quotes Chuck Noll, and so I think he's been a great.
Hold on, I just gotta record this real quick because the refs are in mid-season form right now. They even rewound it and showed the replay. His knee was absolutely down. All right, we'll go back live.
This is unbelievable, and I've had a couple more people.
10 after the Gore Jr. touchdown.
Unbelievable. All right.
The secret sauce to the NFL.
So we're not as injured as I thought we were. You look around the league, man, there's some significant stuff going on. You look at our starters, the guys that are going to be in there playing. Frazier's back. Ahmed Hassanein's back. But again, Frazier going down with an undisclosed injury, missing a couple of days or whatever, and now coming back. It's just too much, too often. And then Maddox goes down today. So it's like, what the hell? You know, just too many injuries going on.
This is great for remembering you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
Too big, dog?
Well, I say it. Limu, ball me. Limu, ball me again? My bad. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple syrup.
Unbelievable.
To smooth.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys, since those of you that are in, what is the deadline for the 53-man roster? So that'd be Saturday night at midnight. Saturday night at midnight. Is Hartwig in practice? I don't think so. I got nothing on Hartwig. I mean, he literally just got there. I mean, he's not someone you should be betting on. You know what I'm saying? Gus Hartwig. Gus. Gus. Gus and Hank. Gus and Hank.
The ring of honor there, and our pal Steve Tasker proudly with that 89 displayed.
Very nice. Thanks, guys. That's
Tommy Doman kicking off again. There's a flag down on the play. As Weegan on the return for the Steelers.
This might be.
Here, I need to go back and clip that real quick.
Hold, or it could be an illegal formation, or somebody moved early. As
Trying to
well.
get some audio
Like
audio bites.
Penalty rather than a competitive penalty. If you get my meaning.
Nope, sure don't.
I get it.
You get it.
Illegal formation.
Yeah.
Receiving team, number 40. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the play. First down.
Yeah, nothing competitive happened there. Somebody was just lined up wrong.
The Bison outside the stadium.
Or it could be an illegal.
Thomas. Their names are eternal. We wait to see who's next. Yeah, some of the legends. The Bison outside the stadium. The family.
It's crazy they're called the Bills, but they're a Bison.
Steve Tasker proudly with that 89 displayed.
Very nice. Thanks, guys. That's
Tommy Doman kicking off again. There's a flag down on the play.
That's all I needed. Perfect.
Weegan on the return for the Steelers.
This might be.
Good old American names.
Or it could be an illegal formation.
I'm not trying to get political or anything, but
looks more like a procedural.
Speaking of America, I am absolutely appalled that one of our Great Lakes is now labeled something it shouldn't be.
Yeah, nothing competitive happened there. Somebody was just lined up wrong. And they had a lot of guys up on that. All their guys on the line up on the 35. They don't have to do that. Yeah, this is new. You don't have to have all these guys up on the line, but they did. And then somebody moved early there, number 40. You can't move until the ball is caught. He moved a little early.
Here's Lou Nichols on the carry, and he is spun down. That was Zane Durant, the rookie out of Penn State, coming up to make the play, the 5th rounder this year.
Yeah, Zane Durant is an athlete, a little bit in the lines of Ed Oliver, who is a penetrator and a quick, explosive athlete, a little undersized as a defensive tackle, but there is space for those guys in the NFL when they can get on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Zane Durant is built for that. And on that play, he showed why.
There's Ed Oliver cheering on from the sideline. Nursing a little bit of an injury. Did not travel to Cleveland a week ago. And we had another penalty marker here and a false start.
Oh, yeah.
False start. Offense, number 37. It's a 5-yard penalty.
What was the question about 15%?
Is in our Pepsi rookie spotlight. Told you he went to Penn State. He was captain last year. 10 career sacks. Also had an interception. Not bad for the.
So, I mean, that's.
290-pounder.
Oh, there's the question. Matthew Burke. How many guys usually end up getting cut on average? All of them. All of them. They all get cut. When you mean cut and like not come back, I guess reframe the question. You mean just from the 90 to the 53? I mean it's 37 players they get cut. Or do you mean they get cut and then don't come back at all, like to the practice squad? I would say. Or what are we talking about? Because I saw the 15% in there. 15% was.
Got a first down on the slant. Good coverage by Kenai Walker.
I think you're mixing up the third round picks in that conversation. Like less than 15% of third rounders will ever start a game. So now you guys got me confused exactly what you're asking here. How many guys usually end up getting cut on average? So 37 guys, and then depending on what your question is, that's what you meant. Like how many guys get cut and then don't come back? I mean, depends on the team, but I would say a good 15 to 20% is a good number of the guys that were all cut.
So instead of a penalty, it was just whistle.
Well, let me take that back. I would say 15 to 20% of your practice squad may be from outside sources. You know, I think that there's a good possibility every year that 15 to 20% are going to be from somewhere else, because when cuts happen and you have all these players that are released, there's going to be some players that the Lions have their eyes on. And I went over a couple of those in an article that I wrote the other day, where my intel is saying if Aiden O'Connell hits the streets, there is a high likelihood the Lions are going to go after him. Something told me, too, that they may try to hold him and force a trade, and I don't think Brad's going to do that. Not for a backup. But Aiden O'Connell could be different, man. Like I think he has some potential to be a really solid backup. Hopefully I made sense, Matthew Burke.
I said it last week in Cleveland. These guys.
Cruising, you're not the only one, man. Trust me, when my levothyroxine levels are super high or super low, like you might as well stick me in a cloud. Can't even think. Like I thought I had early onset dementia a year ago when I was going through all that and the dizziness and just the constant headaches and dude just got laid out. I thought I seriously had something going on. And then I had an MRI come back that I had brain loss. And then I learned that quite simply your levothyroxine levels can mimic or make you lose brain loss or make you lose brain matter somehow, but it comes back. Even though you can't regrow brain matter. It's like temporary. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a doctor, but that's stuff I don't understand well.
The first one leading to a turnover. This one from his own 10-yard line. Trying to redeem himself, and he is twisted down at the 22-yard line.
That's a pretty good punt.
So I got some info I want to share with you guys. This is for tomorrow, but we'll go over it more in depth tomorrow. So I did a little scan talking about Lions practice squad and stuff, right? Players that could potentially make it to the Lions if they get cut. And I should really just do some videos on these, but okay. I kind of broke these down into a few different areas, but just hear me out. As soon as I can get to the top of my list. Jesus. Okay, here we go. NFL cut down target board. Okay, I put together a target board. So where would I be looking if I was Brad? Well, right now, based on the roster, I'm looking at center, highest priority. I'm looking at running back, highest priority. I'm looking at cornerback, only for legit upgrades, though. I don't want just some pansies. I want some legit upgrades. I need some movers and some shakers. And then quarterback, right? Only if the player is clearly better than what we already have. Has to be clearly better. So those are the four positions that I kind of dug in deep today. Center obviously has become the most immediate need, right? Cade Mays is out for significant time with the wrist. We know that. Juice Scruggs has been battling. He's been winning that competition as I expected. He's the temporary starter right now. But now we are finishing camp with an extreme amount of stress and holes. You know, Seth McLaughlin's injured. Michael Neese is injured. We suddenly don't have any more centers other than Scruggs and Ratledge as an emergency. And then there's running back. Like Pacheco is a problem. Right now, we don't know what's going on with the back injury. And then who else was injured the other day? Oh, Blackshear was released on injury settlement. Damn, nice pass. Nice pass. Didn't complete it, but that was a nice ball. Just needed to hang it just another quarter second, and that would have been money. Okay. Obviously, when Dan Campbell said today that Pacheco's knee wasn't the issue, that now he's dealing with a back issue. I just don't understand how this shit happens. But let's start with center. So the Houston Texans, if they release this guy, he's a 2023 sixth-round pick. So, you know, he doesn't really jump off the page for everybody. But, he has 39 games, 21 starts. He can play guard. This is exactly the type of player that I would be looking for if I'm Brad Holmes. He has real NFL starting experience as a center. And without being like an aging emergency option or anything like that, even as a rookie, he started 7 games at center. Houston went 3 consecutive games without allowing a sack during that stretch. He has since started another 14 games and can play guard, like I said. I'll turn the volume back on in just a sec. Houston's offensive line is really deep, and so I think that this guy's going to become available. I like him not just as depth. I think that Patterson could legitimately become a competitive point for Juice Scruggs and could be a better center than Juice Scruggs, and that is Jarrett Patterson, Houston Texans. He's been in the league now for, this will be his 4th season. It'll be his 4th season, and he has legit time on task, man. So that's one.
To receive the punt from Doman. Good high.
Wow,
spiraling
what a
kick.
boot.
Weejan all the way back to his 15-yard line, gets away from Gosnell on special teams, and Weejan is tackled at the
Dude ran 100 yards for
line.
7.
But Dolman with a 55-yard
That's a
punt.
nice boot.
Yeah,
All right, this next guy is from Seattle. He was a 2023 fifth-round pick. 154 overall. Has 36 games of experience and 13 starts. He's 6'3". He's 309 pounds. And he would also be a very interesting center option for the Lions. And that is Olu Watimi. He's also played in the postseason during their championship run. His college resume is outstanding. At Michigan, he won, a Michigan player. He won the Remington Trophy as the nation's best center and the Outland Trophy. He allowed 0 sacks and 410 pass blocking snaps during that 2022 season that they cheated to win the national championship. Seattle has enough offensive line depth that Oluwatimi has been mentioned as a trade piece and a cut candidate. The catch, though, is that Mason Rickman's recent injury may have just locked him into a roster spot. So, obviously, the fit for the Lions, he started NFL games, he's played center at a high level, and he understands protection responsibilities, so I think it's a perfect fit. Perfect fit. Likelihood of getting him, probably not very. Not very. Got another one for you. I got a bunch of them for you. I'm not going to give them all to you because I still gotta save some stuff for tomorrow. The next center guard. Now this one probably a little bit more interesting because Vegas is giving Trey Zune the backup center work mostly, so it's kind of relegated this guy to third team. And the Raiders reporting currently has this player on the trade block, which, look, there's only 72 hours left, man. They're not trading anybody unless you keep him on the roster and try to trade him. I think that he would give Detroit something it currently doesn't have behind Scruggs, which is a healthy interior lineman with recent starting experience and or potentially battle Scruggs for a position. So the guard center flex, obviously we want that. And his name is Jordan Meredith. Raiders, 6'2", 301 pounds, 28 years old with 45 games and 20 starts. Look, I got like 30 other names here between centers, running backs. Damn, that run came from nowhere. Quarterbacks. Let me give you a running back real quick. Here's one. This guy punished us in, was that 2022? Was that real cold game in Carolina? Was that 23? 24. It was 24. Khalil Herbert. Khalil Herbert. He's been productive when he's given carries. He averages about 4.7 yards a carry. Damn, Jones Jr. just about ripped his head off. And he might be a roster casualty. At least that's what CBS is saying right now, that he might be a roster casualty. So Khalil Herbert for the running back room could be a good potential. And I have 3 other ones. I'm not going to give any other ones. Let's go to corner real quick. Let me give you a corner. Now, this is a former second-round pick in 2020. 38 passes defensed, 5 interceptions, 64 games played. If you want a real secondary upgrade right now, and if this guy gets moved, The Chiefs have a very crowded secondary. And I think that this guy could potentially get cut, and that is Christian Fulton. Christian Fulton. Trace, what was your question? I'm sorry. What lake? Yeah, did you see that? Lake Ontario? Is that what you're talking about? Are you that far behind? Are you that far behind, Trace? Isn't that crazy? Ask Robbie. Hey, Robbie, what do you think about Lake America? My God. The Gulf of America. Lake of America. What are we going to name the Atlantic Ocean? Ocean of America. While we're at it, we might as well rename the London Bridge, the Great Wall of China. I mean, what else? Just rename it all. Hell, while we're at it, let's rename the White House to the Gray House. Sorry. My rant for the day. Nothing to do with politics. It has everything to do with being patriotic to my country, that there was absolutely nothing wrong with the names of these places for generations. It's just doesn't make any sense to me. We got better things to spend our time on, and money and resources. All right, so anyway, Christian Fulton, and then I'll give you one more, because I like this guy coming out of college, and he just has not worked out, I think, to the best of his ability. I don't know if he's really going to hit the waivers, but man, could he. And that's Keely Ringo. I love the size, 6'2", 207, 51 games, 8 starts, has not been extremely consistent. And he may not be a pure upgrade, but I think it would give us somebody that could absolutely help this team out. The wrong house. All right, quarterbacks. Obviously, you guys know who number one is on my list.
When the ones jogged out there for that first series, I think we were all a little bit.
And I have some real legs on that one. Aiden O'Connell.
Cousins, couple completions early in the drive. Looks crisp.
He's already started 17 games.
You know, they're trying to build that around Tyler Lindenbaum.
I just can't see Vegas keeping 3, man. And I think Aiden would want to go to a contender anyway.
Yeah, got a field goal early. We will break it all down coming up at halftime. But right now, back to Buffalo, where they're at the 2-minute warning.
During the regular season. And some of that tonight was what Joe Brady, they wanted to play a night game.
I'll put this into a video if I get time tonight when this game is done, or if I just end the stream early or something. I got to get something done today. I haven't done anything today.
And he's tripped up. Good play by Deshaun Jameson. Don't forget, coming up halftime, we have Built for Buffalo taking us behind the scenes of the Bison installation and family circle, plus a heartwarming Make-A-Wish story about Bills fan Desmond Aiken. It's all brought to you by Seneca Resorts and Casinos, the official casino of the Buffalo.
I had blood done. I just got my test results. I better check it out.
In years past, the Bills have been an extremely proficient team at the last 2 minutes of the first half. Of course, Josh Allen is the quarterback in those. He is a master at this. We'll see if Joe Brady can help Shane Buechele do the same.
Skylar Bell still in.
I knew it was all too good to be true, man.
Tackled right away at the 30-yard line. Bills have all 3 timeouts and 1:40 on the clock. Bell at the bottom of your screen. Buechele looking over the middle. Now comes back to Bell. He's got another catch.
That was a nice catch by Bell there, coming back. Defender all over his back there. It was Danico Slaughter. And Bell did a nice job getting that and securing it before he rolled over on his back.
Longtime Sabres fan with back-to-back catches. He's been a Sabres fan since April. High snap. Buechele gets it and gets rid of it quickly to Zylstra. And he cuts across the 40-yard line.
Is that Shane Zylstra?
Counting. Still a lot of time here. They've got 3 times.
I think it was.
They're not gonna take one of them until probably hopefully.
No, they're not great, man.
May snap off a timeout here.
I've been having some heart palpitations for the last week. And whenever that happens, something's wrong.
That stops the clock with 45 seconds to play.
Yeah, you see Josh Allen there. He is
I'll be all right.
So good in the last 2 minutes, particularly of the first half. Throughout his career, it has.
I just got to go back to the cancer center now next week.
And they've been efficient with the time. They've been efficient with their timeouts, and nobody scores touchdowns like that dude. So that's one of the assets he brings to the table as a quarterback.
3rd down and 6. Buechele's pass is incomplete. It was intended for Quentin Skinner, and on 4th down, Buffalo will punt.
All right, Tommy Doman back out to punt here. This is one where if I'm Jeff Rogers, special teams coordinator, I tell Tommy Doman to punt this one through the uprights.
Doman awaiting the snap from Reed Ferguson. Good snap. Doman gets it away. High spiraling kick. And a fair catch called at the 10. What a kick by Doman. You know, Brandon Beane told us both of these punters are going to be on week 1 rosters. Someone's going to be on the Bills, whoever wins the job, and the other one is probably going to be picked up in a trade.
Wisnowski had the shank earlier in the game. Doman just punted that one just on the money to the 10-yard line, just inside the 10-yard line, on the out-of-bounds line. Just an absolutely outstanding punt.
49-yard boot by the rookie.
And also, not only was it in a great spot, the thing was high in the air, and there was plenty of guys running underneath it to make sure they didn't risk giving up a return. Just an outstanding job on that play.
Pittsburgh with all 3 timeouts. Then Howard looking to throw on 1st down. Into the flat it goes. Flag is down. Passes by Lake McCree. And we'll see what the penalty marker is. This one could be coming back.
Holding. Offense, number 71. The Bills half the distance to the goal. Replay, 1st down.
That is on the rookie 1st-round pick, Max Ihonachor, who's been injured the last couple of weeks.
There he is.
Starting at right tackle, projected to be the starter at right tackle for Pittsburgh.
Andre Jones.
Man, Maxie. Love that dude. He's a freaking animal.
Ihonachor earlier in the last drive. Now draws a holding penalty. It's not going well.
1st down and 15. Nichols up the middle.
Oh, that was a smack.
Is taken down on the play. And
what happened to our volume, man? It like totally went down.
Seconds to go.
I believe did Joe Brady call that timeout?
Jalen Kilgore made the tackle. Joe Brady told us his biggest takeaway from the Cleveland game a week ago, as Pittsburgh calls timeout, was the tackling by the cornerbacks. He was really impressed by how these guys who don't really tackle that much during the summer got the Browns receivers and backs to the ground.
Yeah, it was a stark contrast to what we'd seen earlier. And it was one of the things that Jim Leonard, new defensive coordinator, said that was the Achilles heel of the defense that I saw on tape last year for the Buffalo Bills, their inability to tackle, and particularly wide on the outside. They have made it a point of emphasis in this training camp, and it showed up big time last week in Cleveland.
2nd and 4. Howard in trouble, trying to escape Dana, and he throws this one away. And very close to intentional grounding, but he got it outside the tackle box.
And there was also a guy over there. He threw it right over the top of his receiver.
Mike Dana already with 2 sacks in the preseason. Just outside.
Yeah, you'll see McCree is out there and he tries to get it to him. So this is not grounding. But Dana has been outstanding this preseason. He has been a menace on the pass rush off the edge.
First 6 years with the Chiefs, won a couple of Super Bowls. Now in his first season with Buffalo, it brings up 3rd down and 4. Pittsburgh will run it. Nichols spinning forward for a 1st down.
That's going to do it for the half. That's as the clock's going to run out right now.
So we've hit the half. Pittsburgh 14, Buffalo
All right.
10. Preseason finale at high marks.
Game day at the half.
Sorry, I'm just kind of reading what this thing is telling me here.
I am Chris Rose. There's
I have high CO2 levels.
on a Thursday night. We got the Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. They're kicking it out in Las Vegas. Kirk Cousins got
I've never had that before.
picking up with his 2nd drive right
Interesting.
now as we listen in to the Raiders television network.
All right.
Jason
So
Flores,
I'll be fine. I'll be good. I don't have a choice. Cousins is playing right now.
MVP late in your career and leading the team to the Super Bowl. That's something else Kirk Cousins told us yesterday. Look, Atlanta didn't go the way he thought it was. It didn't go well. But people remember how you finished.
I appreciate y'all, though. Thank you.
What a luxury for a head coach and organization to have
Yeah,
a
CO2,
air
man.
traffic controller. You know, guy that's been around a lot of different coaches and systems of football. I love that he takes ownership. You know, he's in that meeting yesterday. He wants control in the huddle at the line of scrimmage. I think it's very helpful that he did spend 3
So what
years
quarter are they
together
in?
with Clint Kubiak.
They just started, and Cousin got the start. I want to see Aiden O'Connell. Oh, what a hospital ball, bro. What are you doing?
Was out there to hit him right as that ball got to his fingers. And the other thing that, Kirk Cousins told us is that, the Atlanta situation, and this is well documented, he thought they were going there. They weren't drafting a quarterback. They take Penix Jr. He's under no pretense about what this is. He knows what it is.
I'm gonna go to
signed here with all those expectations in mind.
Yeah,
what's it
no
called?
mystery to what the long-term plan is. That's what he said. We all know where this
An
is
oxygen. I want to buy one, but they're so freaking expensive.
He's getting an opportunity to play with the ones, and I think he'll start the season for the Raiders.
My God, what are they called? They're those chambers that you. Damn, nice run. There goes Mike Washington, man. I like Mike Washington.
Slow to get up for the Niners, and now he hobbles back to his feet.
Yeah, I want you to watch this block right here by Caleb Rogers. You want to talk about chin checking somebody? Watch what he does here. Knocks the helmet off. That's how you engage, but it allowed Mike Washington to get up the field.
Mike Washington is going to be a fantastic running back in this league, man.
You see how he always finishes forward, never as a guy getting knocked backwards.
They're really
Hyperbaric chamber.
great sense for the running.
I'm gonna go do that.
Very natural runner that bobs and weaves.
I found this place that I was trying to do a sponsorship with, and I couldn't make it in. But there was some deals online. You get like 5 or 6 visits for like $1,000 or something like that. It's well worth it. You only really need to do it a couple times a year. And like these athletes, man, they're in the hyperbaric chamber like daily. I know people that do it daily, and that's, I would love to be able to do it, but
we're talking all about what the Raiders want to see from their
to buy a hyperbaric chamber.
They were not good last year in the secondary. 25th against the pass. Remember, they only had 20 sacks, dead last in the league by a wide margin.
And then to be able to maintain it all,
Picks up about 5 or 6.
like hyperbaric chambers are kind of scary, man, because those things can explode.
The way this offensive line has been blocking so far.
But I want one.
Well, he's a guy that can get really hot. And if you give him a clean
You can get like one of these zipper bag ones for
he can sit in there and pick you apart.
$3, $4, $5 or you can get, you know, the plastic capsule type of a shell looking thing. Looks like a little Tic Tac. And those are like $20,000.
That should get done early this season.
He had 30 touchdowns 3 times in his career.
If I put it on the Amex right now, I will literally get killed when she gets home. Nice. What a good defensive rep that was.
Be careful. Let's be careful. The drive did conclude with a Raiders field goal. They got a 6-0 lead early in that one. More football coming your way tonight. It's the Battle of LA, Rams and Chargers.
I got to get me one of these.
Then on Friday, Commanders.
I'd rather have this than a $3,000 sauna that I was looking at.
Vikings and Broncos, where J.J. McCarthy hopes to be healthy enough to start for the Minnesota.
This is how like numbers driven I am. I would rather buy a sauna for my home than have to go to the gym that wastes 45 minutes each way of driving. I calculated the gas. I would get all that money back in 1 year by just buying one for my home, by not spending the gas. So it makes sense. That's how I sell it, you know. So that's how I had to sell it to her. Like, I can drive and go to the gym and spend $3,000, or I could go out to the studio and not spend $3,000, but spend $3,000. And then the next year I would make that money back because I'm not spending the money. You get what I'm saying? Got to do it. I got to go do hyperbaric, man. It's supposed to make you feel fantastic. Greenhouses too? Yeah. Yeah, not those kind of greenhouses, cruising.
Samsung has features that will work for both. We have the perfect fit for your kitchen, an all-in-one laundry that saves you space and time. Find your appliance answers now at the Home Depot.
Oxygen tent. What's an oxygen tent? It's too bad you can't just buy pure oxygen without having a prescription.
Where's that leave Dylan Gabriel? How about playing tonight? First drive, Luke Floria, a local kid.
Throwing touchdowns to the local kid. Gotta love the effort.
Grew up in Menor, Ohio. That's where Mitch Trubisky grew up as well.
How about Dylan Gabriel? Not talked about all offseason.
How about Tommy DeVito? Airing it out to the second-year wideout, Kyle Williams.
Thing of beauty. I love it. Just pitch and catch. Kyle Williams doing a great job of winning and making it easy for his quarterback.
We got 3 drives. We got 3 touchdowns, folks. Gabriel, Floria again. That's 3 in 2 weeks. Hope he started about.
You know, Dylan Gabriel didn't make my list for the Lions, but
Guy goes off like this. 2 touchdowns.
I can't imagine the Browns are going to get rid of Gabriel. I still can't believe that they named Deshaun Watson the quarterback. I can't believe it. It's like a bad dream.
Then on Friday, Commanders, Ravens. That'll be followed by the Vikings and Broncos. As I told you earlier, J.J. McCarthy, they hope he's healthy enough to actually start on Friday night. As for Justin Herbert,
Tommy Doman kicking off again. There's a flag down
tonight. How did the Bolts get to where the Rams went a few years ago?
Kicking off again. There's a
ultimate winner's circle.
Again, there's a
coming up.
Trying to clip this real quick.
There's a flag.
Set your alarm Sunday mornings this
On the
fall
play.
because football's on.
It's gonna be a movie today.
Rise and watch as football's biggest stars
Down on
light up the global stage. 5 international
Flag
games
down.
across 3 iconic cities.
It's a flag.
London, Madrid, and for the first time ever, the NFL in Paris. Snooze off, game on. Wake up to Sunday morning football. Starts October 4th on NFL Network and the ESPN app.
Show off your sweet side with your own fresh frozen custard creation at Culver's.
Picky eaters love a little Sara Lee.
I grew up in a middle-class family in Livingston County, one of 5 boys. I stood up to my party and I voted.
It's a flag down on
when
the
America's
play.
auto industry needed a lifeline, I worked with both parties to save jobs, and I voted yes. Because for me, Michigan always comes first. I'm
It's a
Mike
flag
Roberts,
down on
and
the
I
play.
approve this message.
Because there
Perfect.
are good times. And there are bad times. Give more love than humanly possible when you feed a Hill's scientifically proven formula. Because you're only human, there's Hill's.
And a half half of the Steelers and Bills coming your way, but first out to Las Vegas. We'll pick up Mac Jones and the Niners on the move. Jason Horowitz, Rich Gannon, Kirk Morrison with the call.
And that confidence and that swagger that we see from Mac.
We're getting a taste of all the games right now.
A lot about it, guys. Creating negative plays, sacks, and forced
Should just turn down the red zone, huh?
taking the ball away in the second or interceptions. They need to get their hands on more balls to be a better defense in 2026.
And there's a reason why they added 2 former Georgia Bulldogs. That confidence, that swagger.
What's happening, Tyron?
Mac Jones with play action. He's got all day to throw.
Yeah, he did.
Brilliant job by Eric Stokes. Stayed with Jordan Watkins all the way across.
That was not Eric Stokes.
And there's one of those Bulldogs as well, right? Eric Stokes, who's had a tremendous start to his career with the Raiders, right? Last year.
Do they have 2 Stokes on this team?
He got rewarded with the contract this offseason. And look at him right there. That's sticky coverage. And it sets up a third down for this defense.
It is. They have 2 Stokes.
When you think about the Niners wide receivers room this year,
Different strokes for 2 Stokes.
Samuel, they have the rookie Dejon Stribling. Hasn't played yet tonight. Raiders come with a blitz. Mac Jones off his back foot.
Damn, Mac Jones can't hit a broadside of a barn.
Calling the intended receiver, the rookie out of Notre Dame, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's what Rob Leonard wants to see. We don't talk enough about Rob Leonard's defense. I mentioned it.
Looks like they got a Stokes and a Stooks.
This is what a game.
More football coming your way tonight. We've got the Rams and the Chargers here as our nightcap on NFL Network. Justin Herbert expected to play maybe 6 to 9 plays in that game. Last time we saw him in a game that actually counted was the wild card round loss against the New England Patriots, and it was ugly. Threw for 159 yards. They scored only 3 points. They've got a new OC in Mike McDaniel. How far can this team go? They've made the playoffs each of the last 2 years, and then they've gotten blown out in that wild card round.
Yeah, listen, I don't hold the playoff loss against Justin Herbert last year against him. His offensive line was
Herbert looks terrible.
Pieces.
Did the NFL change the ball color?
You go back to 24. He had 3 interceptions.
It certainly looks like it.
Regular season. Then he goes to the playoffs on the road to Houston and throws 4. Okay, that's a moment that he needed to be better. So you say, how can the Chargers take the next step? Well, what have they done since Harbaugh's been there? Back-to-back playoff appearances. How do you get over that hump? You go get a guy like Mike McDaniels, your offensive coordinator. And that's what you did in the offseason, right? And so I think with what Mike McDaniels brings to the table, you think about all the pre-snap stuff that we've all heard about, the motions, the shifts. He's going to give Justin Herbert so many answers pre-snap that when that ball is snapped, he's already kind of 1 step ahead of the defense. I think on top of that, there's been so many moments throughout Herbert's career where he's had to be perfect. He's had to make the perfect pass.
Interesting.
He's had to be Superman in certain moments.
They didn't change the
Mike
Duke.
McDaniels is going to take some of that pressure off of him.
Apparently, just some teams are rubbing this stuff that they call Lena Blackburn baseball rubbing mud or similar substances onto the footballs to break them in quicker. I don't know that I've ever seen Jared Goff's balls like, oh, that sounded terrible. I don't know that I've ever seen Jared Goff use a football that doesn't look fairly new. You know what I'm saying? Like, did they not break? Man, I got to be careful. Break his balls in too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're breaking his balls in that good.
That Broncos defense is really good.
Okay. What'd you think of Will Howard? He got the start for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 9 of 15.
You know, there wasn't a lot to talk about there. The one thing that jumped out to me with Will Howard in the first half, it's the interception again. You know, and that's his 3rd interception in the preseason. I like a lot of things that he does, but he's going to have to cut the turnovers if he's going to get on the field in the regular season.
Another Big Ten product, Drew Aller, who, of course, was a 3rd-round pick out of Penn State, expected to play much of the second half, if not the entire second half. Aaron Rodgers, 42 years old. You can take the day off, put your feet up. You deserve it. Just take the day off. Maybe in 10 seconds. What do you want to see out of Allard?
Yeah, I just want to see him continue to distribute the football, make quick decisions, and recognize coverage. When I watched this film this week, there was just a couple things that jumped out to me in that area.
All right, Andrew Catalon, Steve Tasker with the
call. All right, we got the game back on here.
And spun down there. That was Eli Heidenreich, the 7th-round rookie.
Ooh, Heidenreich. Remember him?
And the new Pittsburgh quarterback is Drew.
Man, you all waited 20 minutes just to post that. I feel so bad for you. Thanks for the subscription.
QB selected in the NFL draft this year, number 76 overall. So far this preseason, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions for Aller. And on first down, he hands it off to the man who just returned that kick. It's Heidenreich, his 12th carry of the preseason. Pittsburgh carries 4 quarterbacks. Sawhauer, this is Aller, of course, Aaron Rodgers, and Mason Rudolph. And there's some talk that they're going to keep all 4, which is very rare.
Well,
Hey, J-Rod,
and he said you really start to play with the numbers, but if
when you
take 4 quarterbacks,
hold on.
has to go. And that's the harsh
When you remove somebody, make sure you hide them from the channel if you get that option. As I said, you try to time them out for 86,000 seconds. That's just 24 hours, which means that they can come back. So if it's a spammer like that, and if you get the option to hide from channel, just go ahead and hide them from the channel. You may not get that option. I don't know.
Mathis 6'4", 312, and athletic. I think these guys, they've got enough bodies up front to stop the run. If they can play their techniques as Mathis did right there, threw the guard off and just stuck it right in the midsection of the running back, didn't move a muscle. That was awesome.
3rd down and 5. Aller over the middle, and it is caught.
Nice pass.
Caden Weegan able to
keeping you updated on what's happening in Las Vegas. Kirk Cousins, a couple of field goals on his 2 drives. Fernando Mendoza. Brock Osweiler.
Just a little high, not the way you want to start for the rookie.
Tatum Bethune with the INT for
Mendoza comes in and throws a pick already.
So the Niners will have the ball deep in Raiders territory. We'll keep you posted on what's happening out in Las Vegas.
Catch for the Steelers.
Pride did enough on that one outside.
I think Mendoza being the first overall pick was a giant mistake.
Want to get the ball out of their hands. You'll see 2 guys come out and block. Receiver just turns around, tries to get there, but Toriano Pride took on the blocker, got in the way of the receiver long enough for the troops to rally, and they got him on the ground. Short game.
Second down and 8. Heidenreich takes the handoff. And he's going to come very close to a first down. It was Zane Duran who slowed him down. And they're going to mark him a yard shy. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Zane Duran did a pretty nice job on that as he held the point of attack. And the Steelers' offensive line got into the second level and just gave enough of a crease for Durant to drag the player down rather than get him right at the point of attack. Good run play there by the Steelers.
Someone passed away. What happened?
Heidenreich right up the middle, and he's got the first down. Caught from behind by Mike Denna, but the drive continues for Pittsburgh.
And the Bills need to do a better job on 1st and 2nd down here in the run game. You saw that, just too easy of a conversion there on a 1-yard run, 1 yard to gain there.
Steve, we've talked about the scheme change, 3-4 base defense for
Yeah, Aller, man. I wouldn't have minded having Aller.
Linemen up front being put in different positions now.
Wasn't he drafted in the 7th round?
Wasn't
he one of the last quarterbacks taken?
Well, a lot of it's going to fall on Jim Leonard. They've got to pick the right guys up front. It's going to start up front with the defensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding the line of scrimmage. You see here in the 3rd quarter, early in the 3rd quarter, snap off a 4-yard.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Consecutive first downs, and that's the problem. They had more defensive injuries than a lot of.
And he's looking to continue to
on defense.
10, a couple of Will Howard touchdown passes.
That was odd.
An interception that first half to DeMar Hamlin.
Now we're caught up.
That has the Steelers on top.
You see Heidenreich, he wanted to get out there, just slowed down just because of the pressure of the defensive line.
It just totally switched channels.
Just a little bit. He had to start and stop again. That's where the minimum gain came in.
2nd and 6. Steelers get a first down before the goal line.
We got different announcers now. What's up with that? Oh.
Miscommunication there. He was looking inside, and it was Anthony Kendall who got his hands on the ball, not the Steeler receiver. Kendall, he could have had an interception there.
Yeah, you can see a receiver just slowed.
Oh, okay. I thought it was somebody new.
You can see as soon as Drew Aller threw the football, he puts his hands up asking what the receiver is doing by
Yeah, Trace has
stopping
had a
on his
rough one,
route,
man.
allowing
She's
the
lost a
defender
few people
to get
this
in
year.
front of it. Luckily for the Steelers that was not intercepted, but that's when the receiver has to get in front of that defeated.
Kobe Kenny James. We haven't seen a lot of him, and they're getting a lot of guys into this lineup right now.
She's good people, man. She's good people. There we go. Touchdown for the Steelers.
So for the touchdown, nice run. Honiger was out there to lead the way, a 9-yard.
That play looked exactly like one of the plays Honiger had when he was in college. Or not in college, but at the Reese's Bowl. Was it the Reese's Bowl or was it the other bowl? One of the bowls. Senior Bowl. Panini Bowl.
Nice block.
Exactly like what he did, man. Just getting downfield and just clearing people out.
Clean it up. He's looking for somebody to hit that big man.
Boom.
He'll take on more than one, too. He gets downfield, too. He gets to the second level. He has the speed to do it.
He is pushing everyone out the way, and those defenders do not want to get in his way.
Huh.
Boswell to attempt the point after, which is normally automatic. 11 plays, 68 yards, 6:05. First drive of the second half, engineered by Drew Aller.
Yeah, Vontae Maddox went down today.
To give the Steelers a 21-10 lead as we continue.
We don't know the status though, so it could be minor. Hopefully it's minor. But tomorrow I got a whole list.
Specialized blend of 5 electrolytes is engineered to unlock rapid fluid transport into the body.
At 9 o'clock, I'm gonna bounce, y'all. I still got to get a.
School is back, and Dick's has the hottest trends everyone loves, from Adidas, Burst, and FP Movement.
Or I mean, I can leave it running if y'all want to listen, but I gotta get some work done.
I'm not allowed to reveal the secrets of Jameson.
It's just piling up on me right now.
Carefully chosen select batch Irish whiskies, or its exquisite notes of toasted oak, caramel, and vanilla spice.
Oh, these idiots.
Drank, and the greatest story I never did tell.
Dude, this is a big game. Okay, fine. Whoa, you got the game? Yeah. Go. Yes. Are you guys watching the game? Yes, with NFL Plus. It's 4th and goal, and the clock continues to tick.
Make you think of 9 and 8 again? So, Nick, earlier I went over that. Let me go over that again real quick. Maybe this will help you feel a little bit better. Maybe not. But let me go over the list.
The Steelers and the Bills, don't worry. We've got that on the left side of your screen. On the right, it's the second drive of Fernando Mendoza. The #1 overall pick was picked off in his first drive. Let's listen in to the Raiders television network with Jason Horowitz, Rich Game.
I'll mute that for a second. So as far as all the active injuries, you have Isaiah Pacheco, that one sucks, right? Cade Mays, that one sucks. Derek Moore went down again, and he missed the final 2 practices of camp. Campbell said he's going to be down for a little bit. We don't even know what the hell that means. What does that mean? Hopefully he returns next week? Okay. Izzian, we know that he might miss week 1. So, yeah, those injuries suck. But, guys like Trevor Nowoski that suffered a minor knee injury, not minor sprain during individual drills ahead of, 2 days ago's practice, the 25th. I'm less concerned because, 1, we have depth in the linebacker room, and 2, it's minor. And Nowoski is a special teamer and is not going to play a whole lot on defense. Harper going down is a problem. He's battling an ankle sprain, so that could be a week. Could be 2. You just never know. Nice, I'm not worried about. It just sucks not having any depth. Jimmy Roller wasn't going to play. I'm not really worried about him. Kirby and Branch haven't been worried because they've been out of the picture the whole time. Giovanni Manu, out of the picture, not really worried. And then sending Peyton Turner to IR was kind of expected. Damone Clark was a surprise, and Kendrick Law's been gone for a while. So when you really look at the list, like the real ones to worry about, we're healthier than what it looks, because Derek Moore, yeah, you would love to get him some early reps, but right now he's been a third down specialist. Mendoza just took a sack. He's been a third down specialist so far, so he's not going to get a ton of reps. Cade Mays was going to be a starter. Pacheco was not going to get a ton of reps. Maybe 30%. Izian, I doubt he was going to be the starter, but he was going to get probably 50% of the reps, especially in nickel. And Nowoski's going to get maybe 30% of the reps. So all the guys that are down, Jimmy Rolder too, he's not going to get a lot of reps. All the guys that are down right now, it's not really affecting this team other than Cade Mays. That's the only one that's really affecting this team. Everybody else is depth. And we're fine. You look at our offensive line that I'm still worried about. I'm worried about the depth, but I'm only worried about the center position on the offensive line right now. I'm not worried about any of the other positions. Blake Miller's going to have his ups and his downs. The linebacker room is studded out. I mean, even if we have Jack and Devin on the field the majority of the time, that's all we need. But then again, you need to have more DBs to be able to only have 2 linebackers on the field. Our edge room, our defensive tackle room is crazy good. So it's not as bad as what it looks like. It's bad, but it's not. Like, most of these guys are on the bubble anyway, outside of, Izian, Moore, Mays, Pacheco. Everybody else is pretty much on the bubble. Pacheco absolutely is the guy. Always has been the guy. Still is the guy. No matter what, he still is. Him having an injury doesn't remove him from being the number 2. He is the guy. And assuming he doesn't have a major back injury, then he'll be back soon. I mean, so the thing with Pacheco, like, Dan's exact quote, and I apologize, I didn't do the recap tonight like I normally do, but it's okay. It's the last day of camp. I probably should have. We'll do it tomorrow. The thing about Pacheco is Dan said that I can't give you anything definitive. He is feeling better as of yesterday. I mean, it's been a little touch and go right now. He had a little bit of a back injury, and we're hoping he's coming out of it as of yesterday a little bit. We're 2 weeks away from the regular season. If he's already coming out of it, there's no reason why Pacheco won't be ready for the start of camp or for the start of the season. It would be really close. And to be honest with you, I just need the dude healthy before the Bills game. That's it. I think we'll handle the Saints. Saints have a decent defense, though. But we'll be all right. Damn, Bills running roughshod right now. Wow. 2 big runs in a row. But I would disagree, Raw, that injuries don't remove someone as the guy or as the number 2. Look, Sailors is good, but he's also very young. But tomorrow you're going to hear some names. I gave you a couple of names tonight that would all be better than Sailors. And even some of them could compete with Pacheco and possibly even better than Pacheco.
Good luck. Yeah, don't tune into the postgame then.
Yeah. Well, Mitch, thanks so much. Congrats on this job that you got with the Bills, pregame, halftime, postgame, Bills Radio Network. We know you're going to crush it. And
I appreciate you.
We wish you the best of luck.
God bless you guys. Thanks for having me, man.
We'll see you.
Appreciate you.
Mitch Morse can do it all.
Tasker. I don't know, Chris. Get me out of here.
Touchdown, Bills.
scent boosters keep Amaya smelling great, even on the longest days.
Ooh, smells like sunshine. Is it touch of citrus?
Long-lasting scent for long-lasting days.
When Saturday rolls around, I don't want to jump through hoops to watch college football. Good thing DirecTV makes it easy to keep up with my favorite college teams. No hopping between apps or channels.
Stream college football without the hurdles on DirecTV.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Dupixent can help you feel the heal. Some adults saw fast itch relief after first dose and long-lasting clear skin at 1 year. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor when you have new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor. Ask your doctor about Dupixent.
Yeah, Clark, Maddox for starters, for sure. But Clark's fine. Clark's not injured. Damone Clark is the one that's down, not Chuck. And Damone Clark, I'm kind of disappointed about, man. I was really excited about him. It just sucks.
High-quality protein and wholesome grains for energy. Love them like family, feed them like family.
I know what you're thinking.
I think our defense is going to crush it this year.
I found Sports Nirvana, y'all, and you can too. Just follow the sound of my voice. College football playoff, Monday Night Football, and now with NFL Network. All of it in the ESPN app. Did you find it? Good. Welcome home.
Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield and the Buffalo Bills invite you to come explore the new 1.7-mile trail surrounding Highmark Stadium, featuring interactive fitness and wellness activities for all ages. Bring the family, get moving, and be among the first to experience Buffalo.
Oh, that is a crazy cool stadium.
Destination. Awesome shot right there.
I believe that's live.
And the ribbon cutting
That is a crazy cool stadium.
was Monday, and our Maddie Glab hosted a wonderful job doing the ribbon cutting ceremony.
It's 1.7 miles around, and
2 laps is 5K.
2 laps is a 5K, but it's also 17, right? 1.7. There you go.
It's a pretty famous number right now as we go down to Maddie.
I'm now joined by right tackle Spencer Brown. Spencer, this is your 6th season. What are you doing to master your craft this year?
I think just take coaching from the new line coach we have, and just consistency that we're building up front, and just build off what we did last year.
You go from Aaron Cromer to Pat Meyer as an offensive line coach. He knows Cromer's tactics. How is it going to a new offensive line coach?
Yeah, they're best friends. I learned through Cromer when he got hired, and he only had good things to say. And I know some guys on the Pittsburgh side of things, and they said the same thing. So look forward to it. It's been great. Like you said, him and Cromer kind of have the same philosophy going forward, and he brings new things to the table. You know, 2 people aren't going to be the same.
No, I hear you, Nick. So the injuries that we have are minor.
Sack in his first 2 drives. Let's see if third time's a charm.
Harper just has a sprained ankle. He should be good to go. Is he in? Izzy could miss the opener. He pulled up lame on a play, on a punt. And Dan said that he could be out for a bit. So, yeah, he might be out for a couple weeks. But we're talking that would be like 4 weeks from today. That's a long time to heal, you know? Unless there's something more sinister going on there, which hasn't been reported. But Harper should be back. No problem. Clark's good. But now you're going to have Dan Jackson stepping up. And I'm expecting that the Lions are going to go after a couple of safeties. And, you know, here's the other thing that we don't know. Here's what we don't know. How close is Brian Branch and Kirby Joseph? How close are they? Are they ready? We don't know that. We have no idea if these guys are ready or not. and see what we won't know. I think that Brad intentionally, Dan. I think Dan intentionally sent those guys away and said, "You're away from the team. Go get healthy. Don't be a distraction." And that's exactly what Dan didn't want. He didn't want a distraction because Kirby was becoming a distraction. And so now the 2 weeks that they have to prep with no media at practice, now we'll get to see we'll see who's getting ready and who's not. Or I'm sorry, we won't be able to see who's getting ready and who's not. So we might find out by the beginning of the season that Kirby's good to go, or that Branch is really, really close or ready to go. But we'll also find out on Sunday if they hit reserve PUP or not, which is highly likely. But if they don't, if one of them doesn't hit reserve PUP, then you got your answer. Oh my God, Mendoza just took another sack. He sucks. He does not look like a first-round quarterback. Think Kirby's retiring? No. He ain't retiring, not yet. But yeah, just like I've said in my articles too, Major, that a lot of our players are what I call cross-pollinated, man. They can all do different things. But Izzian was one of those guys. Maddox is one of those guys. Right? But McCreary can go to the outside and play nickel slot. He's not a safety. Who else is in that room right now? Dorsey? I don't know if Dorsey's played any safety. I'll dig into it tomorrow afternoon. If I don't have time tonight, which I probably won't because it's already 9 o'clock. Anyway, I'm going to try to pump this thing out. I'll put the volume back on. I'll jump into the chat if I see questions or something. Oh, yeah. I think Kirby's definitely battling some mental demons. Absolutely. Unfortunately.
Can I get that one more time?
Third down and 19. They hand it off to Laube. Collins on the tackle. So the Raiders will have to punt. The offense tonight with the starters, Kirk Cousins, over 100 yards on a couple of drives, couple of field goals. 3 drives at this point for Fernando Mendoza have been a different story.
Yeah, and I
think he looks terrible.
So the Raiders are about to punt it away, but don't worry, the action has returned in Buffalo. So let's take you back up to Highmark Stadium. We will check in where they are now in the second half between the Bills and the Steelers. Continuing on, and no Josh Allen tonight, no Aaron Rodgers, but there's plenty of time to still enter to win, as we found out. Let's take you back to Andrew.
21-17 right now for Pitt. Let me fix that scoreboard.
And Bouchel remains the QB. Play action on first down. Bouchel steps up in the pocket, sidearms it to Wheeler, who takes a big hit by Jacoby Windman. Down in the field, Maddie has a special guest.
I'm now with outside linebacker Michael Hoyt. Michael, you missed most of last season and the offseason with an Achilles injury. You just played in your first snaps since November. How satisfying was that?
Yeah, feels good to be out here playing tackle football again in perfect preseason fashion. Go out there and cover a kickoff and then, the first long punt. So, and then you finally got to settle in and play some defense. But no, it's fun to be back out here playing actual tackle football before week 1. This was kind of the plan, and, just glad to be here.
What were you trying to zero in on out there?
I think it's, taking a game plan, bring it out on the field, and then, in practice, you can only get rush so far because we're not going to get anywhere near our quarterbacks. So in a live setting, just being able to, finish that at the top end of your rushes, and then, you actually got to tackle and bring guys to the ground.
You're a chess piece on the defensive line. You can be used all over. Why is this new 3-4 defense perfect for you?
Yeah, it's fun. You know, it's experience that I kind of had during my time with the Rams. And, you know, it's just, it gives sort of our outside linebacker group a bit of creativity. No. But yeah, we got to be, you know, we're a bunch of dynamic athletes and we got to put us in space and disguise stuff. And, you know, for me, it's, I have a lot of fun with the disguise part of it and the communication piece of it. So it's been a lot of fun to work with.
Disguising on defense, what's your favorite thing to do?
Well, I mean, I'm a big believer in things that look the same but end up playing different. You know, offense is always trying to do that. They line up in a formation and they have a run off of it, boot off of it, drop back pass off of it, a jet sweep off of it. So kind of the same thing for defenses. I want every time I'm in a position, I have a rush off of it, I have a drop off of it, I have stunts and moves and just down to great punt. And, you know, so I want everything. I never want an offense to be able to know what I'm doing pre-snap, and then they have to figure it out post-snap.
Michael, thank you so much. Appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
The DQ Blizzard Double Flip Deal is here. Buy one Blizzard treat and get a second for just 99 cents.
So I'm working on a custom ticker that is going to pull in everything. Bring my dog out. I'll be back. Come here, Gunny. Come here, Gunner.
In New Orleans and Sean Payton.
Yeah. And Pete Carmichael making the trip to Canton for the induction, for Drew Brees' induction just a month or so ago at the beginning of this preseason. And Yeah, it seems like a big, huge league, and you got 32 teams scattered all around the country. They play games all over the world now, but it's a small industry, and players and coaches do cross paths both as young collegiate players or high school players and as pros. It's a lot of fun.
Saw Pete Carmichael there as the Bills defense looks at a 3rd down and 2 after a 59-yard punt from Tommy Doman. Aller's pass complete for a 1st down. That's Lance Mason for a 1st down. And you think back to those Saints teams with Sean Payton as the head coach, Joe Brady, of course, there, as he was an offensive assistant in 2017 and 2018, and Pete Carmichael is the offensive coordinator, and now Brady bringing him to Buffalo in his first year as head coach and Pete's first year with the Bills organization.
Oh, wow, this is a great play here.
Dana makes another play.
Yeah, Dana, who has really shown a lot in this preseason. Last play of the quarter here. Watch Dana right down here at the bottom. He's going to jump out and inside and get there fast enough to not let the running back get space. Great play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Pittsburgh 21, Buffalo 17 from Highmark Stadium.
All right, be right back. Take a quick break here.
Bills piled up, and suddenly Rachel's debt was a wall between everything that they love to do together. Accredited
have that written down. I'm going to guess that you just taught me something.
Play my first ever telly.
Yeah,
There's
this is
you
Mike,
off
this
the
is Mike
edge.
Singletary and Reggie White, and this is me. And, you know.
Boom. Right through.
Morton Anderson still holds a grudge on me right for that. Morton Anderson and I are friends. But
Singletary,
Singletary's
White.
chasing me. Morton Anderson's still bitter about me blocking that back in his face. Pro Bowl. But, yeah, it is a little bit sad to see that go away. I said this morning as well. One of the gifts I got as a young player, in my third year, I went to my first Pro Bowl, and I got a chance to play, and Pittsburgh Steelers fans will appreciate this. One of the guys on the team with me in the AFC squad was Mike Webster, the great center for the 1970s, four-time Super Bowl champions, Pittsburgh Steelers. I got to be on the same team with that guy.
That's incredible.
It was a moment. And Steve Largent was in that room with me. So to be able to be, as a young player, to go to my first Pro Bowl and see truly great human beings, obviously, but seeing guys I had a chance to see as a young, because I was in my mid-20s. 10 years before that, I was in my mid-teens. I was a kid. And to get on the field and play with those guys on the field and in the locker room, what a gift it was in that Pro Bowl. And that's, for me, that's why to see the Pro Bowl go away in that way, it robs other young players of a chance to play on the Pro Bowl team with a Josh Allen or an Aaron Rodgers or one of those guys. Now, certainly, those guys kind of don't show up for the Pro Bowl anymore, which is why it's going away. But nevertheless, for some guys,
you really think that Kirby is a better safety than Branch? Look, Kirby he's a free safety. Branch is a better overall player than Kirby. Kirby had one lucky year. He got better each year. He had a breakout his third year, and then that was it. He had that one big breakout. Yes, his numbers might have been on pace for Reed, but I could say that about anybody, right? I could say, who had the 11 last year?
When they need that yardage, they don't want to get it short pass, long run.
Fair catch called by Dante Pettis at the 9-yard line, and that's where the Bills offense will go back.
Kevin, was it Kevin Byard?
Bills down by 4 early fourth quarter.
It was Kevin Byard, right? Didn't he have like 7?
Luxury. It's not just award-winning, it's rewarding.
Didn't he have 7? I thought he had more than that.
Support all types of sleepers with durable steel core.
But, after one crazy good year, you could say, well, anybody's numbers are on pace for Ed Reed. Kirby did some crazy good things, and yeah, he picked off a few balls, but here's the thing about Kirby that I don't like. He's a ball hawk. Like that's what he's trying to do. And he sells out too much. And a lot of those explosive plays, Kirby's fault. I know that the cornerback on the receiver usually gets charged, but you have to look at what's behind him. Where the hell was Kirby? Where was he? How did he make the wrong choice of going left versus right all the time? All the time. So, as much as I like him to be in that ball hawk, there's some things that he does on the field that ain't worth a damn. And sometimes it's decision making. I'd rather see him with 5 interceptions or 4 interceptions, but we have half as many explosives. You know what I mean? I don't know. He might be a better free safety, but that's not Branch's role. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Branch is more versatile. Yeah, he could play the post if you needed him to, but he doesn't have the speed. But where he lacks speed, he absolutely makes up with decision making and being in the right place at the right time. That's what Branch does day in, day out, down in, down out. And there's just nobody else like him that does it, in my opinion. He was an absolute perfect pick for this defense.
With the Bills, you're 8th in the NFL. What are you doing to tap into a new level of your game this year?
Really, to be honest with you, being a better teammate, also just doing the things I need to do to focus on helping the team get over the hump. Also, being in the building early every day, like, early than I normally get in the building, which is fine. Being a pro and teaching these guys that we can do it. Why not us?
Okay, what is early for CJ Gardner-Johnson?
Did CJ Gardner-Johnson like?
30. I know that. Oh, you're supposed to be.
Did he grow up?
Most guys understand like we have the time to take care of our bodies, but I think getting in at 6 o'clock every day has been benefiting me, helping the team, getting our young guys better every day. And I think right now we have a great young core that's ready to rock and roll for regular season.
You talk to the coaching staff, they say you need a guy like CJ Gardner-Johnson on your team because he pushes people to be better. He's a fighter. He fights for his team. Where does that come from, CJ?
To be honest with you, I think just coming into the league, going to organization, that's like, I don't know, like the Saints, they embedded in me that winning is everything. We don't tolerate second place. So I think starting there and then carrying it on as my career got older and winning a Super Bowl and finally coming to a place where I can help a great team, I feel
Man,
like
they just showed that fight with
no let
CJ.
up on the table for me. And I feel like every day I get better is 1% better every day.
CJ, you're a vibe on the sidelines. You're rocking the icy necklaces. You're eating candy pregame. You're smiling at the camera, waving to people. Where does this fun personality come from?
When a coach, old-time coaches say it's a kid's game, grown men get to play it, so I figured, like, why not enjoy this big old stadium, get some concession candy from the fans, take some pictures. Why not put on a little bit of ice, cold the chill the stadium out a little bit, But other than that, it's amazing. Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy? Over here, climbing with China, sure. Over there with my guys, like just keeping the energy going, just having fun with it.
As entertaining as CJ Gardner-Johnson
And
is,
why did he grow up?
Fernando Mendoza has a chance to lead his team on points.
Yeah, I have that.
That's
I
right.
have that, Jordan. I do. I just don't have it in this graphic.
Down the sideline.
I totally forgot. I totally forgot to make today's graphic. So the scoreboard is going to be pretty much the same, but I forgot to add the quarter into my clock, and then I forgot to add the possession arrow, but I have it. Just like the timeouts, I have to manage those. If you look at the screen, oh shit, they're not working. Why are they not working? What happened? See? I have this stuff built and it's not working.
Just like that, you're in field goal range. But now a lot changes because of that penalty. Because I'm thinking field goal, but with 30 seconds left and one timeout, I'm thinking I may have a couple of shots at the end zone. You got some chances now.
What in the world? They were working the other day.
Driven back by Jaden Duggar. Out of Louisiana, who last year was a tackling machine. Raiders not taking that last time out yet with 13 seconds. Gotta get that play off quickly. Back to Thomas. He dropped it. Now he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds left.
That's what you learn about clock management. You got to call that timeout.
I think that they should have used the timeout there, Kirk. You're absolutely right. There's other ways to stop the clock.
Let me fix that. Now you got me fixing something else real quick.
Completion. You can have a defensive penalty. They waste a lot of time trying to get that.
Oh, all my sources disappeared.
Take the time over timeouts. You know what I mean?
Ah, I see.
That's why you utilize that timeout early on.
We got a lot of action.
That's because I grouped them together.
Steelers punt return for an apparent touchdown to extend their lead. And the Raiders simultaneously now have a 9-6 halftime lead, Clint Kubiak. I feel like Scott Hansen. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Witching Hour.
The Witching Hour.
Preseason as well. Let's take you back to Buffalo.
Last little shimmy for Doman, and that's it. Once you can get the whole coverage team to chase you and you can reverse your field with a couple of helpers over there, it's all over. Jeff Rodgers is ready to throw his stopwatch at him. Yeah, a missed tackle turns into a touchdown on special teams.
Interesting night on special teams for the Bills. A flag is down on the extra point.
Yeah, when I had this going for the first away game,
average. Wisnowski
it's going to be straight, man. It's going to be great.
Average.
And I've never done anything like this. Every year I just threw myself on the screen. I never spent any time really trying to build anything.
On the extra point, must have had somebody misaligned on the nose.
Like right now I'm doing this custom coding
Pittsburgh has elected
for something really cool to do
So a penalty on Fedarian
to do kind of
Mathis,
like
and now
exactly
since
what
the
you
ball
see
gets
on like
moved to the
NFL Network,
one,
on the bottom of the
Pittsburgh will line
screen,
up
how
and
it'll
go for
have
two.
like the stats
Personal
kind of
foul
pop
on
up
Mathis.
throughout
He
the
doesn't seem
game,
to know what the
and
problem is. He
then
might have
what's going on
misaligned
around the
on
league,
the,
and then
kick, but nevertheless,
the
this is
NFL
a
news.
preseason move, no
I'm trying to
question.
do the same
They're gonna
thing. I'm
go
trying
for
to
two
pull
to,
all these
see if they
different
can get it.
sources in, and then it's going to run automatically. I shouldn't have to rebuild it every game, but even if I do, the coding doesn't take that long.
Operational thing, because if this happened in the regular season,
And it's just,
very good
nobody
chance
else is doing it. But like I always say, how long do you think it's going to take before somebody tries to steal my ideas? And other people are doing it. Trust me, just not in this space, not in this Lions niche space.
We've seen Joe Brady with the play sheet and the headset the entire
Nick, I don't even want to hear about next, dude. Did you hear about my car accident the other night?
Drive, but it does not appear
I woke up
that
Wednesday
it's
morning, dude. I couldn't even move my neck. I smoked a deer on the way home. That shit hurt. I didn't even know. Like, I didn't feel it. I felt fine. Didn't even feel the deer, honestly.
And it's caught, and then
When I woke up, and my neck's all surgically repaired anyway, so a little bit of whiplash, I guess, that I got just it got me. But yeah, man, take care of yourself, dude. That sucks.
Did you know Nationwide is
Hell, just sleeping on a pillow the wrong way sucks. All right, let's see if I got this fixed. All right, so yeah, if you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I have to do the timeouts automatically, unfortunately. But there, the Steelers is correct. So now when we have a timeout for the Lions or our opponent, I can erase the timeouts. That's the only thing I have to do physically. Oh yeah, that sucks, dude. Jordan, we'll have a regular
Why do we stop?
we'll have a regular
Who are you?
stream in the morning. This is just a hangout, dude. It's not our game, It's just a hangout, just screwing around. Give people something to do.
who leads them?
I just got to get work done.
There will be no peace until we are free. Time to pay.
All right, let's try this one. All right, those ones are working.
Rated R. Only in theaters.
So it was just the other one that wasn't working.
Dolby Cinema.
Every day, Jim Beam drove the secret ingredient to his family recipe home in his 1930s.
Speaking of those heavy weights, man, I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back to lifting some gear here soon. I'm gonna put a bag in. Uh-oh, what's this? I just got an alert. Child abduction emergency. Oh, it's in California. Why am I getting this? I hear you, Jordan. I hear you, man. We'll have regular stream in the morning. We're going to finish our Super Bowl countdown tomorrow. And then I've got a special segment on targeted players that the Lions are going to target at cut day.
The preseason opener, we had to have you back. It's very selfish of us, but you have some more and different items than you showed off the first time. Take it away.
Again, when we talk Buffalo, we want to remain authentic, especially in the stadium here. So on the exterior market, we actually have Chevette's chicken. They're a classic from about 1950s on. They're doing charcoal-fired chicken outside. Some of their cornbread and some of their famous chips. Fantastic. It is just nonstop good.
Chevette's chicken? That sounds so good. It's exactly what I'm going to get if I go to Buffalo.
Here in Buffalo is that beef on weck. We're on a beautiful Wegmans weck roll here.
Right.
And then it's
Wegmans.
the Palmer's Meats.
Wow.
It's a certified Angus beef. Really, really delicious.
And the side of horseradish goes with that.
Must have the
Love some horseradish.
Obviously,
Must have. Absolutely.
Buffalo without cup and char pepperoni pizza.
That's right.
We're serving about 3,000 pizzas a day here right now.
Is that right?
And we're only about 70%. We're ready to go all the way.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
And what do you wash all this down with?
Well,
Nicholas?
you can't deny a Bud Light.
There you
It's
go.
just fresh, crisp and refreshing. And again,
Bud Light has got to be the worst beer in the world.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all.
Thank God I don't drink it.
Sitting right here too.
But when I did,
maybe after the game.
worst beer in the world.
I got to tell you, I was giving Nick some trouble.
It's freaking water.
Oh, my phone was blowing up because everybody, all my friends know you, and they were calling me and say, "Hey,
At least that's the one thing I could say, man. When I did drink, I always drank the good stuff. Have to have a beer that has some substance to it. Now, I do not like.
Food is fantastic.
I do not like.
check for myself just to make sure.
Yeah, we will.
How did it?
What's that really dark, thick Irish beer? Why can't I remember the name?
Everything go the first
Guinness. Do not like Guinness.
things went really well.
I like an Irish car bomb, or did. Do not like Guinness. But just about everything else, man. Not a big fan of IPAs. Tastes like sweaty feet smell, or rotten grapefruit.
You got a lot of people coming in. You got a lot of people coming from sort of
But I'm trying to think of the one that I really loved, and it was like Dragon's Milk. That was one. I like a lot of Mexican beers. I like Pacifico.
Get some of the chicken. And again, our mutual friends bring me chicken. I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh.
I can see the name of this beer, and I can't. Or I can see the bottle, but I can't think of the name.
Nicholas, I don't know if you have any play-by-play skills in your past, but you're welcome to call the game if you'd like.
It's a New Holland beer.
Does a nice job getting the first down.
Almost positive. Dragon's Milk was a New Holland.
I have to say.
I was just at the Erie County Fair. They always have a big. Yeah, it's awesome.
As we talked about a couple weeks ago,
Oh.
having local foods, like you just discussed, is a huge part of the new stadium.
It's the biggest thing here. You know,
It'll
want
come to
everyone
me.
Walk in the stadium and know they are in Buffalo. We want them to have that authentic experience with, again, the local authentic food, and then us really preparing it for the masses on a high quality level.
Now, when you say prepare it for the masses, how many people actually prepare? Like
Oberon. There's another good one. I like the Oberon, but man, that stuff gets so sour in your stomach.
A lot of chefs on board here, and a lot of cooks, and we're all pumping, 14.
Dragon's Milk Reserve, man, that had to be one of my favorites, especially with a little bit of vanilla Van Gogh.
That's going to be number one.
Probably a good thing I don't drink. This stuff was fantastic.
I was in the building.
Fireball. My God, dude. Fireball?
There were white coat chef people running everywhere. They were in all the concessions.
Can't do it.
I took the wrong elevator. I ended up in a kitchen. Wow.
What happened, Nicholas?
We used to drink Fireball at the games in the winter, or we'd make cinnamon apple pie with it.
Yeah, that's he's down by contact there as he trips on the defender to go down and then makes.
What is wrong with this thing? There it goes.
Wow, this Wegmans roll really makes the beef
good.
on wet.
I know. And again, that's what everyone's eating at their house too. It's probably the best thing going.
Wow.
I know.
Are they still playing?
You're still. Yeah, everybody's getting hungry watching us eat. It's absolutely fantastic. And nobody knows the logistical, an industrial kitchen working at this stadium like it is, and get 3,000 pizzas ready, 3,000 beef on wax ready, all the stuff. We had the chicken pong, the whole thing.
The whole thing. And we didn't even talk about wings or chicken fingers, and that was last week.
Right,
so,
right.
The thousands of pounds we're doing, it's a mass amount. So.
Yeah, and all everybody's looking at our food.
They're all waiting. Trust
They're
me.
waiting for you to leave so they can eat our food. So good to see you. Thanks for coming back in, man.
Steve,
we
really appreciate you having me.
Nicholas,
really
that was amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Food is fantastic.
You can just leave all this here if you'd
plan
like.
on it. Yeah, 100%. And hope to see you guys another game this year.
That'd be great. And we wish you and your staff all the best because we know what an undertaking this is. The Skylar Bell is spun down here, and certainly all the hard work that you and your staff put in. We give you a lot of credit. Wish you all the best of this new season.
Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it.
All right, Nicholas Caroli, the executive chef of Highmark Stadium, my all-time favorite booth guest. you
Apple Fireball right now. They make Apple Fireball.
Man, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to make
outstanding
we used to
food.
make it with
Yeah.
Everclear.
And the menu itself, the items on the menu, really
Fireball.
just like the rest of what they tried to do here in this stadium is just
Cinnamon
absolutely
sticks.
all Buffalo all the time.
All right, back to the game. It's 3rd and 9. Bouchel looking deep. Macklin could not hold on. That
I
was a
forget
good
the Apple
defensive
component.
play in the end zone by Daryl Porter. And it's 4th down.
I think it was like one of those like sour apple
Just a little underthrown. Macklin tries to go back.
drinks. You know, they're like only
Right on it. Absolutely right.
30%.
Puts his hand right on the ball, and of course,
Say green.
had to come back after it. Otherwise, that would have been a
That stuff would
touchdown.
knock you out because it tasted so good when you warmed it up. We'd warm it up on one of the burners there, you know, like cold Thanksgiving Day game. You just ladle it into cups and people be, you know, drinking it like it's water. And not even an hour later, people are like out, like just tore up.
Is good again out of the hold.
Can't drink that. Can't drink too much. Or one of the first times I ever drank when I was younger at a Thanksgiving Day game. I don't even think I was of age. Yeah, I was, but no, I wasn't. They took this old Jamaican whiskey or Jamaican what was it? Myers Jamaican rum, I think is what it was. And they mixed that with apple cider. And I didn't know it was just not apple cider. And I drank some. And after a couple of cups of that, I realized it wasn't apple cider. Oh, well. The good old days. The good old days. Oh, I think we got some coding done.
I grew up in a middle-class family in Livingston County, one of 5 boys. I built cars to pay for college, and I have never forgotten where I came from. When Wall Street wanted you to bail them out and protect their bonuses, I stood up to my party and I voted no. When America's auto industry needed the lifeline, I worked with both parties to save jobs, and I voted yes. Because for me, Michigan always comes first. I'm Mike Rogers, and I approve this message.
Making every dollar count is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. Drive safe, congrats, use saves, drive less, more savings. Multiple vehicles, savings. It's important to you, it's important to us.
All right, let's see how this looks, man. Let's see how this looks. I hope it doesn't look stupid. First time's a charm, though. Oh. What? Add a new browser. Local file. 3840 by 240. Oh, look at that. I just got to fix the scene. We'll get it right eventually. There we go. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. We got a custom ticker now. Look, we even got the next game. You look at the bottom right. It says the next game. Saturday, Eastern, Detroit and Indy. We've got NFL news scrolling on by. We got DFJ Sports on the left. We're doing headlines, NFL. I need it to scroll faster. Yo, we leveling up, y'all. We leveling up. Yes, I do have possession arrows. They're just they're not on this scoreboard. Here, I can grab it real quick. Let me fix my speed first. I gotta recode it real quick. Oh my God, it's a ton of code. Oh. What am I looking for? Constant speed. There we go. And let's jack this puppy up. Let's go 250.
Incomplete. DJ Miller, the coverage for Buffalo.
Then you go back to the schedule in week 5. They're out in Los Angeles against the Rams. And, of course, they have a new player, Myles Garrett. Then they go up against that dude. Yeah, it never gets easy. The Ravens at week 9. Then the Vikings with Kyler Murray at the quarterback spot. Yeah, you take over a team that has been to the playoffs and won a playoff game for 6 consecutive years.
I feel like that didn't
It's a high bar.
go
Steelers
faster.
Going for it on 4th down. It's 4th and 4 with 3:26 to go. Aller escapes the pocket, gets rid of it, incomplete. Jacoby Keeney-James could not hold on, and it's a turnover on downs.
Keeney-James had that in his hands, and it just couldn't get it. The Bills couldn't get the pressure. Watch here. He's going to slide in, and that's a catch you'd love to have your guy make. Bills got a chance.
Still no play sheet for Josh Allen.
All right, Mike P. Have a good night, brother.
Well, maybe. And Joe was.
Well, I love Arnold Palmer's, man. I have those all the
us.
time.
Listen, I don't want to, Josh, I would like to see Josh, have a chance to do that if it works out. But I also want to give Shane Buechele a chance to win. I want to give him his best opportunity to be successful.
Bills think very highly of Shane Buechele. Joe said he has so much confidence and moxie, and this pass is incomplete. And they all think, Joe Brady, Brandon Beane, and others, that Shane Buechele could be a head coach one day. In fact, Brandon Beane told us he reminds him of Davis Webb, who is here with Buffalo as a backup QB and is now the offensive coordinator for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, certain guys come through organizations and stand out. Jim Leonard, the defensive coordinator of the Bills, one of those guys. As a defensive back, people pegged him as a great guy, a candidate for a coaching job. And Shane Buechele, Davis Webb also.
Well, he caught his own pass. Now he's going to try to run for it, and he can't turn the corner. As we check in with Maddie.
Even players believe backup quarterback Shane Buechele could be a coach one day. Buechele spent 2024 on the sidelines with a neck injury. And that's when he really discovered the game from a coach's perspective. Spent a lot of time in the film room, understanding schemes. You ask Buechele, he says, explosive plays, those are not my favorite. What really gets me going is run game schemes. I could talk about that forever. Now that he's in Joe Brady's system in his 4th year with the Bills, Buechele says how he learns an offense is with his voice memos app. He will call a play as if he was Joe Brady into the phone, then he'll listen back to it as if Brady was calling it for him. He said seeing it from both perspectives really works for me.
And that play works as well, Maddie, as Buechele connects with Dante Pettis for a first down.
Nice in cut right just past the sticks. Watch as he's going to come up just a hair short right here. Then spins out and gets the first down with the effort. Great conversion by Pettis. Yeah, Buechele is the kind of guy that Frank Reich was for the Bills during my era. Those backup quarterbacks have to think their way through the game, and that helps them later in life.
2-minute warning. Bills down by 7.
A Chewy pharmacy order is on the way for Gouda. Meds verified by Chewy's licensed pharmacists, paired with his favorite cheese. Delivered by Chewy, devoured by Gouda. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy Pharmacy.
Jermaine is typically on the road for months at a time. I like to make him feel comfortable. I love Downy because it makes the sheets smell so fresh all week.
Fresh sheets for 7 nights.
Check it out, man. It's working, y'all. Look at that.
I like winning on the field, but it's even
That's
more
crazy.
on Deal Dash.
Lori won $2,000 Tiffany earrings for just $1, and Joseph won an iPad.
Killian's was good.
There's millions of fast offers.
Killian's wasn't bad.
Buy today at DealDash.com for $50 of free credit and your first win guaranteed.
Bro, Attila, that means
When it comes to Viking hand or Dupuytren's contracture,
just don't start sending me flowers.
Viking. Request a modern non-surgical treatment with minimal recovery time. Visit findahandspecialist.com.
Or your girlfriend can watch too, and then we can get twice the views. Oh, that sounded terrible. That sounded absolutely disgusting.
Stream college football without the hurdles on DirecTV.
Save on NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV with Verizon. New customers get it on us, and existing customers get up to 50% off. Every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon, only with Verizon.
I gotta fix that scoreboard. I think the scoreboard's way too big. I need to make it smaller, thinner.
Power when you need it most. Energizer Max is up to 100% longer lasting.
At Sargento, we believe your brakes deserve balanced brakes. Taste over 70 years of family commitment to high-quality cheese and other delicious ingredients in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
Here's the kickoff, and it goes to Robinson, who takes it by the scrimmage.
Dude, this is a big game. Okay, fine.
Whoa, you got the game?
Yeah. Go, go, go.
That's holding for more than 4.5 seconds.
It's 4th and goal, and the clock continues to tick.
Oh no.
What will they do?
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
I can check it out. Where's it at?
Still on a commercial break. In the meantime, let's check in on Mr. Mendoza. 3rd and 3 out in Las Vegas. Let's listen in.
3rd down. He goes to his college teammate, Roman Hemby. He and Kalen Black were the batter and duo.
Right, duration.
Black's on the 49ers sideline. Hemby's
3,200.
That was always an indicator for me when I had the running back in coverage as a linebacker. That running back turns around, shows hands. Now we got to converge and make a play. But these are how these backs are.
Is that ticker moving fast enough?
Nice job there by him.
I don't use dip, dude. These are wintergreen.
Roman Hemby's time at Maryland, last year at Indiana. Over 4,500 yards.
I'm actually gonna get these new ones that are I forget the name. I have it in a file or on my phone. No, they're nootropics. Nootropics. Just a wintergreen flavor of nootropics. It has like a blend of cordyceps and mushrooms, and it's for like brain health and like no caffeine, so you get a boost of natural energy with all the fatigue that I had after the cancer, and I mean, still deal with it, but I'd rather just chew gum, honestly. What just flashed? Did my whole screen just flash? Has it been doing that?
When I say knowledge of the zone is watch him be. He's looking at the linebacker. He knows I'm going to turn to my left away from that linebacker who's coming from the right side. So he's aware of where he's at on the field. The spatial awareness. Grab the football, turn left, get vertical.
And the quarterback is the eyes for the back who's got his back and head turned to the linebacker. You want to throw him open. You want to throw it to his left shoulder so he'll turn to his left.
Another tackle for Jaden Duggar, the rookie out of Louisiana.
That's crazy, Attila.
These are important reps too. You know, it's not so much position based when you talk about the last 5 to 8 guys on the roster. Ogunbowale, Roman Hemby.
Anyway, is the ticker moving fast enough, or is it too slow?
The early parts of NFL seasons, how many times we've seen a guy called up from the practice squad week to week, and so you're going to have a lot of guys.
Hopefully, Attila, your cousin's not a guy.
Pressure.
Number 80 was the eligible receiver in the area. Third down.
They did say that there was a receiver in the area, but it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Got to have your head on a swivel. You just see this blitz coming, and you don't want to run a boot or a naked into an unblocked 2 look, and that's a free rusher, and that just comes with experience for the young quarterback. He had no chance in this situation.
How can you see that late though? With that late defender coming.
Can somebody answer me? Is that thing moving fast enough? Or does it need to go faster? What do you guys think?
In a 2-point stance, we don't want to boot into that look. And that just comes with experience, seeing the linebacker come from depth.
Raiders are 6 of 10 on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 5. Trying to keep the play alive downfield, and he throws it away. And so the Raiders will send out Matt.
It's kind of cool we get both games.
54-yard field goal.
Just watch Benson. This is a bad rep.
I'm liking this
Just watch
YouTube
the
TV.
scramble.
Oh
Hey,
shit,
keep an
my
eye on
phone
19,
just died.
okay, he gets knocked down. Now he gets up. Now watch.
Scroll is okay, maybe a little bit
Yeah,
faster.
he's
Okay.
got to come to life. We talk about the scramble drill. When the quarterback gets out of the pocket, that's where you got to come to life.
All right, let's see if I can fix it.
That case 3 for 3 in the
Item
ball game.
hold.
This from 54. And it's no good.
Item hold.
Exciting 2-point conversion in Buffalo. Let's listen in.
Pressure coming, throws, and it is caught for the 2-point play. Dante Pettis.
There's your payoff right there. Bouchel's going to have somebody right in his face. He throws this off his back
Nice
foot
ball,
in
man.
desperation, and Pettis is right
Nice work.
there. Bouchel just launches this. He takes the shot and gets up, and man, oh man, what a celebration he had. He loved this one. Great throw off an impossible angle. Josh Allen loving life. What a nice drive by Buffalo. He got
It is
the big
not getting
help on the
faster.
pass interference down the middle. And then the Bills punch it in with Wheeler and then get the 2-point conversion.
I can just tell how much Shane Bouchel means to this Buffalo team, how excited the entire sideline was for Bouchel and the offense.
That's one of the things. This does seem to be a close-knit group. And it comes from not only Joe Brady, but also Josh Allen, Deion Dawkins, Dawson Knox, the veterans on the squad who really put their arms around the young guys. And despite the fact that some of these guys won't be here, this team's going to go on the road, and the rest of the schedule here, week 10, they go to New York. And then Dolphins come to Buffalo in week 11. And there's the ceiling that the Bills have been bumping their head against for the past few years, the Kansas City Chiefs. You call the Patriots a rival. I would add bitter rival for Bills fans.
Oh, hey, you saw the Chiefs. Shane Buechele actually attended the Travis Kelce wedding. And now the Bills fans who are still here making some noise with 1:06 to go. Pass is caught by Cornell Powell trying to get out of bounds. And
I can't believe the Bills just took the lead with a minute to go, man.
Matty Gould tonight, and we're finishing the schedule in the words of Ryan Galvin.
There's the Packers, then the Bears come to Buffalo, then they on the road 2 of their last 3 at Denver, at Miami, and then finish with the New York Football Jets in Buffalo.
Wearing the red helmets on Christmas Day against Denver. 2nd down and 7. And that pass is juggled and nearly picked.
They're calling it incomplete.
So Corey Couch had a chance to pick that one off, but it's 3rd down.
Obviously 4-down territory at this part of the game, moment of the game. See this ball.
Pretty amazing that for this preseason game late in the 4th quarter, there's enough noise in this building where you can feel it. Josh Allen encouraging everyone to get up on 3rd down and 7. Aller to the sideline, incomplete. Good coverage again by DJ Miller, who's had a nice night. And that brings up 4th down.
Steelers got one last chance to keep this drive alive and give themselves a chance. All they need is to get to about the 35 to 40-yard line to try the long field goal to win this. You can bet this one is going to go past the sticks. They might try and get all of it and maybe draw their own pass interference penalty down the field. We'll see.
4th and 7. Aller fires, incomplete. And for the 3rd time in franchise history, the Buffalo Bills will complete a perfect preseason.
Well, then that means they ain't going to be going to the playoffs.
Well, they overcame.
They done.
They overcame a turnover.
All right. Well, I'm going to continue working till about midnight tonight. Appreciate y'all joining me tonight. I got a lot of coding and crap to do, and I'm going to be here forever. So y'all be great, man. We'll see y'all in the morning for the morning show. Super Bowl countdown, and
finds a way to bring the Buffalo Bills back.
I'll break out who the Lions are targeting tomorrow too. I think we'll have enough time, maybe, but that's it. Just those 2 topics. We'll recap the Lions.
Shane Buechele, 26 of 38.
Bills take a knee, they win, and Fernando Mendoza looks like a pedestrian out there. We'll see you guys.
His father, Steve, played 11 years with the Texas Rangers. And Buechele now in his 4th summer with the Bills.
Wrong one.
This is